Oh shoot. Girl. Yes, sissy it out. Come on, come on. Okay. Listen, girl, listen. I'm on YouTube right now, girl. Are you gonna come and watch or can I call you when I'm off of here? What's that? What you gonna do, girl? Ye- yes, if I'm still on. If not, I'm gonna call you, girl. Text te- yes, I am. I'm only gonna be in here. I'm gonna try to be on here very quickly. Text Mr. Airbender. Ow. Maybe we could do a hangout or something. Okay. Yes, come on. We like that song too. You know we like that song. you, you, yes, you don't got the upper hand. Come on, I gotta play that song. Shout out to RuPaul. I love me some. Listen, girl. Listen, girl. It already went live, girl. They looking right now. It already went live, girl. One of the haters came in to thumb it down. Hey, hater, we see you. Hey, hater, I see you. Anyway, girl, I'm gonna call you. Okay, smoke that cig, girl. Okay. Bye. Hello, YouTube. Yes, yes, yes. We are back. Listen, I had one idea to do a video for today, but sitting here, I said, no, 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 no. We gotta go back to the basics. Shout out to my supporters, my viewers. As you can see here, honey, I just got on tinted moisturizer. I said I'm not getting dressed up. I don't really care about that, girl. I'm sitting here in the nude and I just have a top on just because I have to. YouTube don't allow explicit stuff. So we're going to cover up. If you want to know, though, never mind. Anyway, so the purpose of this video, as you can see, is what are your thoughts feeding? Now, I do this video because, of course, people like to they want to know how I operate, how I do things. Like, how you okay? And I always tell people, you have to keep your mind focused. Going back into my days of like being on Uvu and Stickam, and people being combative, and I would just like get up out of the situation, block, ban, and delete, and I say, "Girl, that's a pussy. Girl, you a pussy, girl. You out here." And it's like because I didn't want to be in a certain situation, I'm a wussy. No, honey, your thoughts feed things. And this video is going to definitely go over that. Of course, I pulled up some tabs because, of course, I said, girl, I could talk about things, but people like to see receipts. So you can look up these receipts yourself. I received emails a lot. I would say I receive a lot of emails because I do work for people, I interact with people. Casework, collaborations, readings, it doesn't matter. So I get different types of emails from different types of people. And a lot of times I would say this, if we're doing casework together and something negative is possibly going on with you, I mean, like you're expressing, oh my God, I will ignore you until that energy dies down. Because of course, while I'm doing work over here, what I'm focusing on and what I'm doing is going to affect your work. Just like what you're doing is going to affect your work too. And we're going to go over that because like I said before, the video is called, What Are Your Thoughts Feeding? Now, I hope that too much stuff don't pop up because things like to pop up when I'm over here. And let me just go in and share my screen. Okay. Oh my God, it's showing my other screen. Girl, okay, I hope y'all can't see that other screen. Can y'all see that other screen? I hope y'all can because I hope y'all can't see that other screen. It's okay because I have two monitors hooked up. So the first thing that I'm going to get into is the scientific, the scientific tease about your thoughts and how they create things. Okay, so first of all, your body is it has a whole bunch of electricity running through it, currents, frequencies, vibrations. We speak about this. Your vibes is killing me. Your vibes, bitch, don't kill my vibes. Bitch, don't kill my vibes. Right? Do I want to start off with the scientific first? I want to start with the spiritual. I think I want to start with spiritual first because I feel like that's we can all relate to that. So going back into John's 1:4, it says that in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God, and He was God in the beginning. Through Him, all things were made, and without Him, nothing was made that has been made. In Him was life, and that life was the light of all mankind. Okay. So this is saying that, okay, wait a minute, girl. I'm going to email you, girl. Let me text her. So either way, what this is saying in the beginning was word, okay? Because thoughts become words. And if you don't believe that, we're going to pull this up. Okay. Yeah. You can look this up too. Just go and type in Google. Thoughts become words and words become actions. Okay. Okay. It says, watch your thoughts for they become words. So thought and words go together. They're twins. It's like fate and destiny. They have different meanings, but they go hand in hand. Okay. So thoughts and words are the same thing. In the beginning was thought. In the beginning was word. And the thought and word was with God. And the thought and word was God. And it says that he was God in the beginning. Everything came from word and thought. Through him, all things were made. Yes. So all your thoughts and all of your words create everything in your life. And I wanted to bring this up because I've done work for people. I continue to work for people. And it's sad. And I'm just going to say this. I won't make this. I promise on this channel, I will not put this in all my videos. I will just stress this to you so you can feel where I'm coming from. But I cannot say this enough. There's people that get off track, for the first period of them wanting to get work done. And as I said before, I'm becoming very picky with who I want to do work with, because if you're still on that basic level, I'm going to encourage you to get some classes done with me. And/or I'm going to tell you to go out and, do your own research and then come back to me when you're ready. Because a lot of people don't understand that your thoughts become words, and the words that you speak becomes actions, and the actions that you do become really who you are. So you cannot think about getting a job if you're doing magic. Let's go back to magic. You cannot say, I want a new job. I want a new man. I want this man. I want this. I want that. And think this, right? Or say this, because sometimes you say this, you say these things, but your thoughts is, well, what happened if he doesn't come back? What happens if I don't get that job? So your thoughts is going elsewhere. And as I said before, thoughts and words go hand in hand. So your thoughts have to be conducive and/or have to be in cahoots with what your words are saying, what your words are expressing. And as I said before, going into the double-mindedness, you will always speak your true desire. And when you go into the science, I'm going to go into that too. But you will always speak your true desire. You will always be your true desire. And if your heart is really where it's at, because that's where everything comes from, okay, compassion, your desires come from your heart. If that's where it's at, but yet your mind is saying something else, then that's not really where your heart is at. You're only wanting that for a certain reason. And if you're wanting that for a certain reason, how spirit operates is, and I want you to take note to this, to anybody out there that's hearing this, how spirit operates is, if your words or your mind is saying other things and is speaking other things and it's doing other things, but your heart says something totally different, you're not going to manifest with the work that you're doing. And I don't care if Queen of Sheba, if Marie Laveau came back and said, I've been doing magic for 300,000 years, and I'm here to tell you that it's not going to happen away. Trust me, I tell you that. That is a lie. Okay. The only way for things to happen with you magically, your thought and words and actions have to match up with your desires, because ultimately your thoughts and your words and your actions become your desire. So you cannot say that you want a man to be with you and to stay with you, but every time you turn around, you want to fight with this man. Every time you turn around, you want to call this man a bum and a loser. Every time you turn around, I want a job, I want to work, but yeah, you say, I don't want to accept $11 an hour. Well, that's why you're not going to get a damn job. And I'm here to tell you, I don't care how many damn candles you burn. I don't care how many spirituals you go to. That's why you're not going to get a damn job, because the first thing is manifesting anything is a blessing for the first thing. Second thing is pickers, beggars cannot be choosers. Now, if you feel like you're qualified to make $20 an hour, then go ahead, sister, and try to get that $20 an hour. But if you've been homeless for the past 6 months and you've been eating Cracker Jacks and top ramen noodles without water because you didn't have money to pay for hot water, you don't have money to pay for electricity, so you sleeping inside of a house without no electricity, without no damn water, and you want to say, I don't want to work at McDonald's because they only pay a minimum wage, then you really don't want a new job. And that's why Spirit ain't going to give you that new job. Let me tell you something about when I was 18 years old. When I was 18 years old, I hit I won't say rock bottom. I hit a lesson, because that wasn't the worst that I experienced. But everything was taken care of when I first met at my parents' house and with the lover that I had at that time. And I was like, you know what? I want a job. I'm willing to accept any job that will pay me so I can pay my bills and get the hell about the situation that I'm in. And I was willing to accept a factory job. And I think at that time minimum wage was like 8.25. I was willing to get paid six something for that damn job. And let me tell you something. I applied for multiple jobs too. But when I woke up the morning to go work at that 6.25 job, I was putting pie boxes together in if you know about my city, you know exactly what area I'm talking about because they still offer that too. You put pie boxes together, you put box together for shoes. And I never knew people did jobs. I thought the companies did that, but they actually have people that put these boxes together and they ship it to the manufacturer and et cetera, et cetera. So the day I woke up to get that job, I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning because I had to be to work at 6 o'clock. And in order for me to get to work at 6 o'clock, I had to be up at 4 o'clock to go to work with my stepdad because that was the only way I was going to get there. Okay. Because nobody else had a car. So let's talk about this. The day I woke up, because I was up all night. I was up until 7 o'clock in the morning, honey. I was that type of person. I could not sleep at nighttime. And I'm still that same way. Nighttime is hard for me to go to sleep because my mind is like going 1,000 miles per hour. But either way, I woke up to go to that job and I prepared myself for this job 5 days prior because that's how soon I knew I was going to be starting this job. So either way, I was going to bed early. I was eating healthy, drinking water because I'm like, oh, girl, we're about to be working 12-hour shifts. Either way, I woke up that morning to go work that 6.25 job. And I got a call from Sears. And Sears was paying $9.50 an hour plus commission. And you know what I did? I didn't show up to that 6.25 job. And the moral of this story is, because I'm not going to go further into that detail, my whole moral of the story is I was prepared to work. I was prepared to go get that money, honey. And it was an honest way of making money. So I didn't care. I said I needed this money. And the Spirit saw that I needed this money. The Spirit saw that I was willing to sacrifice, make my ass go to bed early when I know that I couldn't go to bed early. Girl, I've always been a night owl. Okay. And I put myself on a system, and Spirit saw that I was willing and able. And that other job came through. And the crazy thing about it is I applied for Sears almost 2.5 months prior to working that job. And I'm like, 2.5 months? What made them call me so late? But I know that was the Spirit of God doing that. So going back into magic, when you're asking for something, but it's, it's like, what do you really want though? Okay. And that even goes into how your words and your thoughts and your actions may not add up. You know, if you were saying that you want a man or you want a job, and I always got to keep bringing a man because I do a lot of love work for people. That's one of the main type of work that I do is love work, whether it's with boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, rekindling a relationship, rebuilding, and/or fixing a relationship with a coworker, even a sibling. I've done sibling works or works of family. We'll just say family. Either way, what do you expect this process to bring? Because if you're just trying to do it because, I don't know. Like I said, you have to figure out what it is that you want, and you need to vocalize that, because if your thoughts and your words and your actions are not matching up, it's not going to happen. And it also goes into thoughts. Somebody told on themselves, on they self a few months back, and that's why I kind of was like, and they tried to flip to him and say, girl, you did that. But in reality, you out here digging for answers when you already know the answer. We've dealt with the work for a very long time. And to me, 3 to 6 months is a very long time, because I've seen people manifest a complete 360 in only 3 months. So when you have something minor like relationships, rekindling relationships, reconciling a relationship, that could be done very quickly if this is really what you are desiring. But either way, when you start fishing, that means that your thoughts, your words, and your actions are not matching up with each other. Because if you believe what you say you're believing, and you're thinking it's, I want a man, you're speaking that as well. And the work you are doing is to bring that man into existence. It's going to happen. But when you're saying, I don't think that's going to happen. Let me go get a second opinion. When you say, I don't think that's going to happen, that cancel out. That's called the power of cancellation. Now, people don't talk about that, but it is what it is. When it comes to magic, thoughts have power. If you sat here for 3 months and you thought about getting a new job, you thought about anything, it's called building. You're building a thought form. And out the blue, something comes into your life because you wasn't so sure. First of all, that's called not being secured. You were insecure. Something came into your life and something caused you to think otherwise. And you start thinking, well, I just knew I was going to get that job. Now I'm starting to think I'm not going to get that job because I watched another video and the person said they only hire people that have a bachelor's and I only got an AA. Well, now, girl, you just canceled out the work that you've been doing and the thoughts you've been doing. So now you reset it yourself and now you got to redo all that work again. Okay, so even going into the idea of, like I said, getting a second opinion on work that you were doing, if you believe wholeheartedly that the work you've been doing up until this point has been working, you don't need a damn second opinion. But you getting that second opinion and cancel out the work, it reset it. Now everything got to start over from scratch. And every time you do that, it resets. So remind yourself when you are doing work that thoughts become things, okay? Words, thoughts become words. Words becomes actions. Watch your thoughts for they become your words. Watch your words for they become your actions. Watch your actions for they become your habits. Habitual. This is why you do rituals. Rituals is something that you do habitually. Something that you do. You smoke cigarettes every morning when you wake up. You wake up in the morning, it's a habit to, wake up, light your cigarette, drink your coffee. That is a ritual. That is your daily ritual. So you cannot tell me that your thought is to get that man back. Your words is to get that man back. But your action is saying, well, I don't think that I'm going to get that man back. I think I'm going to have to, because like I said, that counts out the words, that counts out your thoughts. Because your initial thoughts were you wanted that man back. But now you started, I don't think I'm going to get that man back because it's just something they adding up, right? Exactly. That's the devil. That's what the opposing energy does. Can we talk about it? There's lots of stories that people can talk about. I was afraid of driving. That's one example I give. I was afraid of driving, honey. I didn't drive. I didn't start driving until I was 26 years old, honey. 26 years old, honey. My baby sister learned how to drive. My baby brother learned how to drive before I learned how to drive. Honey, because I was afraid. And that's the thing too. Fear, it kills you. It stops everything. It's like putting dead weight on your body when you have a fear of something. So like I said before, I didn't want to drive. I was afraid to drive. I said, girl, I don't get drivers. Girl, I work. I can hire people. I sure did, girl. I was using Uber and Lyft, girl. And that last time I gave them that money in July of 2015, I gave them almost $3,000 in Uber services. Girl, I said, girl, bye, that's a car payment. Miss Thing, that's a down payment for a new car and or a car payment, girl, for several months. Let's talk about it. So either way, like I said before, I got up out of that. And it's been a blessing letting go of that fear and actually making it happen, moving past that. So like I said, going back into your thoughts, whatever you think about becomes how you speak. Whatever you speak becomes what you do. And what you do becomes a habit. And a habit becomes your character. And your character becomes your destiny. So if you're thinking about getting that job and for sure you're going to get that job and for sure you're going to get that man, you're going to keep that man, you're not going to be looking for reasons to look up to why he's not coming back. Because that's what you're looking for. That's what you're going to find. If you're trying to get a job and, well, let me see what happens if you don't get the job, because I heard that you got to get an AA. And I kid you not, people be thinking that, girl, you in La La Land, you be daydreaming. Baby girl, I've been on my own since 17 and a half. Girl, let's talk about it. 17 and a half years old, girl, was the last time I was dependent upon anybody. Girl, well, how you manage to stay afloat? Because I think certain ways. I think a certain way. My thought patterns a certain way. The words I speak certain words. My actions speak something different too. And I only hang out with people that has the same thought process, the same vernacular as me, and has the same actions. I'm not going to be a drug-free, alcohol-free woman hanging around with a damn crackhead. Does that make sense? I'm not going to be a woman that wants to manifest and want the best out of life and hang around with people that don't want the best out of life. And, I'm a victim. Oh, nobody wants a black woman. Nobody wants a gay person. Nobody wants a transgender. That's said before. I don't hang out with people like that. Because if I sat around and I thought like them, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. I'll be living at home with my mama sleeping on that damn couch. Honey, eating in their damn kitchen. Going to bed when they go to bed. I wouldn't have my own shit doing the hell I want to do. When I want to do it. It's about your thoughts. It's about your damn thoughts, honey. So let's go back into what neurons are, because of course this breaks down into neuron science. Can we talk about it? Neuron is a specialized cell transmitting nerve impulses. Do you know what transmission means? Do you know what impulses mean? Something you might want to look up. Okay, something you might want to look up. But according to HuffPost, how your thoughts change your brain cells and genes. How your thoughts, your ideas, what you constantly think about, change your brain, your cells, and your genes. As I talked about in my other video, your thoughts are God to your body. Your thoughts are God to your cells and your genes. And your cells and your genes are electrifying. They send off electrical impulses, and other people can sense these impulses. There's a picture that I wanted to show. And I don't know if they, well, you see that right there, but there's another one. Did I, oh shit, did I delete that? There we go. Shout out to Stanford University. This picture came from StanfordUniversity.com. But this picture is showing the brain having some type of electrical current going on there. Some type of impulses taking place. And these impulses are traveling through these nerves and these fibers into the muscles, and they're extending through these nerve endings, because that's where these electrical pulses come from, through your nerves. That's why people who are magically inclined take B12, and you do other things to build your nervous system up. Can we talk about it? You're not listening, and if you're not listening, that's your tea, not mine. But going in, you see how the picture is showing these impulses going from his third eye, hypothalamus, hyperthalamus, and thalamus, and it's traveling into other parts. You know, if you're into chakras, it goes to his ancestral chakra. That's what that is right there behind that ear, that little impulse right there, and it's traveling down his neck into his hands, and you see some type of electrical current there. Okay, so when you do your magic, you have to use your hands to do your magic. Am I correct? Because you know, I gotta get on down to layman's terms so you can understand this. When you are rubbing on your candles and you're rubbing on your oils and you're rubbing on your offerings that you're giving to your ancestors, to your spirits, do you think that if your thoughts are opposing what you're wanting to manifest, do you think that it's sending electrical impulses into these candles so they can help you to manifest what it is you're trying to manifest? Huh? Do you think that? Do you think that you're going to be burning candles on getting a new house, but yet your thoughts are, I'm going to fail. I'm not going to get this new house. Something's going to happen. Every time something good happens, something bad going to happen. What impulse do you think going to send to those damn candles? And that's what you're constantly thinking about. Huh? What you think? You know, what you think, honey? This breaks it down too. You know, and there's something that you can do too. I don't know if I'm going to put that up in here. But either way, every minute of a day, your body is physically reacting, literally changing in responses to your thoughts that run through your mind. See, a lot of people say, I don't know what stress feels like. Yes, you do, because stress is a natural response to your body. Now, there's good stress and there's bad stress. Good stress is me sitting here saying, today I'm going to work to make sure that I have a roof over my head and food in my mouth. And I get excited about that. And all this electrical current start going through my body, and I can feel it in my fingertips, honey, to where, honey, my fingers be shaking sometimes. That's the type of energy you want me doing your candle magic and stuff too. Okay. But negative stress is thinking bad things, and of course that releases certain enzymes in your body, and that causes certain elements and sicknesses and all the stuff, disconnection, diseases, not putting it's unrelaxing yourself, it's diseasing yourself. But either way, it's been shown over and over again that just thinking about certain things can cause your brains to release neurotransmitters, chemical messengers that allow it to communicate with parts of itself and your nervous system. Neurotransmitters control virtually all of your body's functions. emotions, from hormones to digestion to feeling happy, sad, or stressed. When you say you're depressed and it's hereditary, all that's saying is that your parents were miserable. All that's saying is your people didn't have they weren't thinking about positive things, and maybe they weren't put in positive situations. But you have the ability now, girl. We have Google.com. We have the World Wide Web at our fingertips, girl. You can look up happy songs and happy videos, girl, when you're going through some stuff to change that energy. Being depressed and being sad and being, oh my God, I'm so miserable, it's because you choose to be that way. Because I myself was clinically diagnosed with depression, honey. Manic depression at 14 years old, mama. That's what you're not understanding, honey. And I refuse to take those drugs. And that's what caused me to do my research on what I need to do to flip those endorphins around and the dopamines. And that also is affected by your food, but we'll go into that after this. Studies have shown that thoughts alone can improve vision, fitness, and strength. I had strong astigmatism in my eye. I want to say that. And my vision was very bad up until 2015. August of 2015, girl, 2015 was a very magical year for me, girl. Hello, girl. And my vision improved drastically. Girl, I couldn't see anything without my glasses. You hear me? Nothing. Girl, I had to be like all up on my damn face. So it is what it is, girl. Fitness and strength. The police effect as observed with fake Operation Shamrock. Okay, we won't go into that. But either way, every thought that you have causes neurochemical changes, some temporary and some long lasting. Of course, the temporary ones, because not every thought you think affects your life. It's the ones that you hold on to the most. That's why we talk about the law of attraction. We talk about the law of manifesting. You have to be able to hold that thought for as long as you can, because the longer you hold that thought, the more neurons or the more neurotransmission takes place, and your mind starts to form around that. That's why narrow-mindedness and open-mindedness is it's a real situation. I said a trill. It's a real situation. Narrow-minded people are narrow-minded because they choose not to feed that brain. Open-minded people are open-minded because they choose to open their mind. And people think that because you're open-minded means that you're into hot Cheetos, Doritos, you're into everything underneath the damn sun. And that's not true. That's just crazy and desperate. Open-minded means that you are willing to accept or understand certain things. And if you don't understand it, girl, you don't just say, because you still gain something from it. Narrow-mindedness means just say, like, I don't serve they don't serve no purpose to me. But little do you know, you're wrong in a lot of situations. That's what I said before, all about this gay agenda that they've been talking about, girl. Okay, girl, there's a straight agenda too. Because gay's been here long before your grandmamas was here and your grandmammies. For those of you who had a grandmother who wasn't there for you. Hello! Or who wasn't there for your mama. Because that's why your grandmother ended up raising you, because your mama wasn't raised by your grandmother properly. Hello! But anyway, for instance, when people constantly practice gratitude, they get a surge of rewarding neurotransmitters like dopamine and experience a general alerting and brightening of the mind, probably correlated with more of a neurochemical norepinephrine. Okay, and I'm probably saying it wrong. Norepinephrine. There you go. Norepinephrine. There you go, honey. In one study, college students deeply in love were shown pictures of sweet teas, and their brains became more active in the conduit nucleus, a reward center, giving them that in love swoon. I was thinking, some people see food, some people their mouth start watering. They get chocolate cakes, girl. They just start getting moist and stuff off of that stuff, girl. And when they stopped looking at the pictures, the reward centers went back to sleep. Okay, let's talk about it. What flows through your mind also sculpts your brain in permanent ways. Now, your brain affects your magic. I got to keep going back to that. What you think about sculpts your brain in a permanent way. And if your brain cannot think positive, you will never experience the positive things that the universe has to offer you. And I want you to understand that if you cannot think positive thoughts, at least 60% of the time, then you will never be able to comprehend, receive, and experience anything positive that the universe will ever have to offer. And there's so many blessings in this universe, and that's why I choose to pay attention to them instead of there's a hater on the line. Think of your mind as a movement of information in your nervous system, which on a physical level is all electrical signals running back and forth, most of which is happening below your conscious awareness. As a thought travels through your brain, neurons fire together in distinctive ways based on the specific information being handled. And those patterns of neural activity actually change your neural structure. And you know what that means right there? When you think about something and it gets you excited, your neurons have a powerful impact. Like it's a bigger fire, it's a bigger explosion. When you attach thoughts, all your senses are excited, smells, going into candle magic, burning real incense, burning real herbs. When I talk about these cheap ass oils that you find online made out of mineral oil, and synthetic oils and fragrances and all that. We're talking about natural fragrances. We're talking about natural herbs that come from the earth. When you add this into your works, it causes a big explosion. And when this explosion happens, you're sending signals out to the universe, which draws in other energy, which are known as spirits and or intention. Because if you're on the frequency of manifesting a new job, and that's your thoughts, and you're preparing yourself, and all your senses are in that element, it comes to you quicker. This is the whole purpose of candle magic. You don't just buy candles and burn candles just to do so, to see what's going to happen. That's what I said before. If you ever find a spiritualist that tell you when you do magic, there's a chance it's not going to happen, they are lying. They are frauding you. They want your money and that's it. They don't care about you getting your results. That's why they tell you that BS. Oh, it's not for sure. Magic ain't for sure. I even have people I did work for to tell me that. Like, well, I understand that, because we did this work about 2 weeks ago, and I understand that you said it sometimes, I understand that magic doesn't always happen, but what is some things I can do to speed it up? And I said, whoa, 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 whoa. Back it up, because you're wasting your time, you're wasting space, and you're wasting energy. Because if you're putting your all into it, going back into as a thought travels through your brain, neurons fire together in a distinctive ways based on specific information being handled, and those patterns of neural activity actually change your neural structure. Then why is there a chance it's not going to happen when your brain is what forms everything that you see right now? Yes, if you're right now, if you're sick, right now, if you're going through money problems, right now, if you're dealing with relationship problems, right now, you're dealing with anything that does not resonate with you, think about what you've been thinking about. Think about what you've been watching. Think about who you've been hanging out with. Think about what food you've been putting in your body. That all affects what you will experience. And that's not about telling you to go on a vegan diet, because I'm not a vegan, honey. I love my beef. It's not about telling you, girl, you can't have that if you don't want. No, because sometimes, you can't just go, turkey on things. Some things you got to keep inside your diet, especially if you grew up on certain things, because your body will go through a shock. You'll start having a whole bunch of, you'll have a adverse reaction. So you will start to get the diseases that people who are actually doing heavier things get, because your body doesn't know how to respond to the withdrawal that it's going through, especially when it comes to sugar. Sweets are more addictive than crack and cocaine. And it actually, you have higher brain activity, believe it or not. So you just can't say I'm completely sugarless, I'm completely this, that. No, you have to slowly wean yourself off, because if you just go cold turkey, then what will happen is your body will actually develop type 1 or type 2 diabetes, because it will start to replenish it. If it gets addicted to sugar, and they say you're eating 5 candy bars a day, and all of a sudden you start going down to 2, then your body will start to try to replace the sugar that you're not feeding it, and other things will start to happen. Kind of like a car. A car needs oil, of course, a whole bunch of chemicals or liquids, but I'm going to go into coolant, gas, and also oil. If your engine is lacking something, your engine is smart enough to pull from something else. So you will start to get water in your engine, which is not a good thing. If your car or your coolant, one of your pipes bust, one of your radiators explode, whatever. If something is thrown off, your engine will pull liquid from other places. And the same thing with your body, and it will start to break down. Your engine will start to break down if it pulls water and stuff. So either way, I didn't want to get into that, but I just want to use that as an example, because I think a lot of you drive, or you know about cars if you don't get out there and research that. But Either way, busy regions of your brain start making new connections with each other, and existing synapses, the connection between neurons that experience more activity, get stronger, increasingly sensitive, and start building more receptors. New synapses are also formed. So the more that you're putting thoughts into your mind, the more your mind becomes comfortable with that, and the more your mind starts to project. Your brain is an absorber, but it's also a projector. Your eyes has something called the retina. You actually see things upside down, but the retina flips it upside right for you to see it the way that you're seeing it now. So that goes into your brain. Your brain are absorbing things, everything you watch, everything you listen to, the people you hang around with. You even start to become the people you hang around, which is crazy as heck, but it's true. You might think, no, I'm my own person. I don't act like nobody. Girl, bye. You become who you hang with, honey. Let's talk about it. You become who you hang with. And like I said before, your brain is absorbing all this stuff that it's around, all the stuff that is listened to, all the people that it's dealing with. And then it starts projecting that into reality. So that's why a lot of people going into when females are on their periods, you start hanging out with a female on her period, all of your periods will start to be lining up. You will have it on the same day, around the same day. Going back even into the thought process, because I talked about your brain as a womb too. Your uterus is a womb. For the male, the prostate is a womb, and for everyone, your brain is a womb. So going into that, when you hang around with other people who also have a mind, you start absorbing their reality as well. As I said before, I won't be sitting on nobody's phone for free while you tell me your problems. No tea, no shade to anybody. I need to prepare myself. You send in that donation, that is an exchange of energy where I can cleanse myself and say, no, thank you. All things that come through, I do not receive it. I rebuke it, honey. Now allow me to do what I need to do. So you can sit on that phone. You can tell me, girl, when you pay for consultation, I'm not absorbing that shit. But we sitting on the phone as girlfriends, and you're like, girl, every time I turn around, girl, something happened, girl, my job, girl, my girlfriend, my boyfriend, girl, my baby, girl, my money, girl, my baby dad, girl, guess what? He cheated on me again. And it's just like, I'm not going to sit there and listen to that shit because that become my reality too. And I don't have a man. So then I'm gonna start meeting men who I'm like, oh, girl, I found my dream man. And then all of a sudden, girl, he gonna start doing. I'm gonna say, girl, guess what? He started cheating on me too. Like, no, we're not doing that. No, we're not. No, we're not. No, no. Be careful of the company you keep, girl. Okay, your thoughts program your cells. A thought is an electrochemical. Hello, what is electrochemical? A thought is an electrical chemical. Hello? Hello? Neurons are fed off of oxygen and other chemicals like potassium, magnesium, all these minerals that you eat. Even the food you eat have molecules in it that feed your atoms. And like I said, I want to summarize everything. I don't want to go into too much stuff because some people already lost shit any damn way, girl. You out here thinking about if that man coming back or not, or if they're going to call you for that job interview tomorrow. And it's like, why did you apply for that job if you didn't think you were going to get it, girl? Stop wasting time. Stop wasting the employer's time. Stop waiting the system time, girl. Stop waiting. Girl, bye. Anyway, a thought is a electrochemical event taking place in your nerves cells, producing a cascade of physiological changes. Your thoughts change things. Prayers changes things. That's what I say. Prayer changes things because thoughts are prayers. Words are prayers. Yes, it is. Like I said, some of you be sitting there talking stuff right now. You don't know what the hell you're saying. You think, girl, I ain't never gonna find me a rich man. I'm a transgender. I never gonna find a man that's gonna love me for being a transgender. I'm a fat black woman. Ain't no man gonna like my fat ass. I'm a tall woman that kind of look like a man. Ain't no man gonna love me and accept me. That's why you're never gonna find it, sis. That's why you ain't never gonna. It ain't never gonna happen. I ain't no girl never gonna like me because I'm not that. I'm a loser. I don't have nothing. And just like, what? You know your body is listening to you? Do you know your cells are listening to you? Do you know that everything your atmosphere is to your couch is living? Your TV is living, girl. They said already that smart TVs listen to everything you say, girl. You got PlayStations and Xbox. You can step in a room and say, turn on, and it turns on. Everything around you listens, girl. Everything does. That's why you got to be very mindful, once again, of who you let come inside your house because you don't know what ideas they put into your damn atmosphere. Going into their house, too. But people think I'm a fool because I'm solo and I don't hang with people. Baby girl, I'm smart as hell because I don't need you piggybacking off what the hell I'm doing. And I don't want anything that you got going on to interfere with anything that I got going on. Let's talk about it. The key to manifesting is hang around with people that are just like you and don't hang by your damn self. Because people say, well, I don't got no friends. I live in a city with only 500 people. Ain't nobody friends here. Well, exactly, girl. What do you better talk to your damn ancestors then, sister. But either way, there are thousands upon thousands of receptors on each cell in your body. Thousands upon thousands of receptors on each cell in our bodies. Each receptor is specific to one peptide and protein or more protein. When we have feelings of anger, sadness, guilt, excitement, happiness, or nervousness, each separate emotion releases its own flurry of neuropeptides. Can we talk about it? What kind of peptides are you? What kind of neuropeptides are you releasing? Huh? Because it's going to affect your magic. This electrical chemical going on when you think things. Can we talk about it? Electricity is going through your body, out of your fingertips and the bottom of your damn feet when you're having thoughts about things. Okay, can we talk about it? Hello. So what neuropeptides are you feeding? What type of neuropeptides are going through your body? Huh? Are they angry, sadness, guilt, and sometimes excitement, happiness, or is it always excitement, happiness, and just feeling accomplished? Girl, I dumped my trash today. Yes, 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 you're winning, honey. Yes. Come on. Those peptides surge through the body and connect with those receptors, which change the structure of each cell as a whole. You are what you think. Can we talk about it? If you think like a bum, you are a bum. Can we talk about it? If you always sad, angry, and guilt, you are what we call a Debbie Down, and I don't want anything to do with you unless you calling me from some services. Hit me up 28spirit8.blogspot.com. You want to change that atmosphere around you, honey. Let's talk about it, honey. Hello! Where this gets interesting is when the cells actually divide. If a cell has been exposed to a certain peptide more than others, the new cell that is produced through its division will have more of the receptor that matches with specific peptide. Likewise, the cell will also have less receptors for peptides that its mother cells was not exposed to as often. That's why you're sick. That's why you're miserable. That's why you're depressed. That's why you gotta drink and smoke your way to happiness. This is why you got to go out and party and club and hang out. Oh, well, I'm secure myself, sis. But you got 20 damn friends, girl. You don't have 20 friends. I always say this right now, girl. You in a circle of 5 people every day, girl. 3 of those people you got to watch very closely, okay? And I'm not saying that to scare people, but girl, like I said, girl, you don't got those many damn friends, girl. You got those, girl. Bye. But like I said before, this is why you're sick. This is why you have problems sleeping. This is why you have problems getting your skin together. Girl, that's a physical manifestation of these receptors, these neuropeptides being divided, and they were not exposed to excitement and happiness and that feeling of being accomplished. They were exposed to anger, sadness, guilt, and nervousness. And what happened is when they divided, that multiplied. And now your body don't know how to receive excitement, happiness, or the feeling of accomplished. And what happened? What do you think it's attracted to? It kills off these cells. And when these cells become mutants, because it either kills them off or they mutate, it becomes cancer. You need to do your research on oncology. We're not going to talk about that on here, but do your research on that shit. Some of y'all be sick as hell. You still around miserable ass people, girl. You out here talking about you depressed and you got schizophrenia and you got multiple personality disorder. But yeah, you looking at these YouTube videos of bummy ass people out here. Yeah. You know what I do when I'm a set of people? I just go in the store. I start cussing people out. Yeah, that's why that's why you're where you are right now. Because you're not feeding those cells with excitement. You're not feeding those cells with happiness. You're not feeding those cells with the feeling of accomplishment. Honey. That's what's going on. And you can't blame nobody for that. Girl, once again, www. And you can look up anything. Videos on positive energy, songs, music. Let me look at cartoons that make me laugh. Let me surround myself with people that have positive thoughts. Girl, everything you are, you can't blame nobody but yourself. You can't blame your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, nobody, girl, because you drew it all to you. You decided to sit on Google and YouTube to look up videos on how to fight people and get caught up in people's drama than to heal your own life, than to fix what happened when you were a child, when you were molested or touched. So you getting that healed, girl. You focus on other stuff. You feeding those dead cells. You feeding those cells that knows nothing but Anger, sadness, guilt, and nervousness. That's why everybody don't subscribe to hateful people. Everybody don't accept lies and deceit. Everybody don't, that doesn't resonate with people. Real people real lies recognize real lies, honey. Real people see other real people, girl, because when your neurons or your neuropeptides are exposed to happiness, excitement, accomplishment, success, and all that good stuff, girl, you know when people are faking it. You know when that's not really in people. And that's what really what it's about with everything. You know, you either coexist people, or you vibe people, or you don't vibe people. And people who don't vibe people because they don't know you, girl, that is a neuropeptide situation that's going on. There's an electrochemical situation going on there, girl, where the body is saying, nope, 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 that bitch is fake. Nope, 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 that girl is a wannabe. Nope, 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 that thing is nothing but anger, sadness, and guilt. And that stuff manifests too because your cells create you. There's cells in your skin. You have skin cells. You have cells in your eyeballs. You have cells on your fingernails. This is how that stuff manifests physically. Going into a whole bunch of people out there where they say that certain people look like certain things. No, baby girl, they don't look like that. They look like demons. That's why they appear to be masculine. Those are a physical manifestation of cells that have only been exposed to anger, sadness, guilt, and nervousness, shame, regret, and insecurity about themselves, and that attract like-minded energy, and that energy starts to manifest in their life, and it starts to manifest in their skin, hair, and nails. So no matter if they take biotin, calcium, selenium, copper, it's not going to change your skin, baby girl. You could drink 1,000 gallons of water, it's still not going to change that skin, baby girl, because your thoughts are not conducive to what it is you're trying to manifest. Your thoughts is not being exposed, or your thoughts is not creating cells to be in a excited, happy, or accomplished environment. Can we talk about it? Huh? Hello? Hello? Your thoughts activate your genes. You're speaking to your genes in every thought that you have. You come from greatness, so you will be great. The fast-growing field of epigenetics is showing that who you are is the product of the things that happen to you in your life, which change the way your genes operate. Genes are actually switched on or off depending on your life experiences, and your genes and lifestyle form a feedback loop. When you are okay with being a bum, girl, and I say okay with being a bum, because we all go through something. We all go through something, girl. I wasn't born with no damn silver spoon in my mouth, girl. I wasn't born around people that taught me every day, all day, how to be positive, girl. How not to drink, how not to smoke, how not to be a cigarette smoker, how not to pop pills. I didn't grow up in that type of environment. They say, girl, no, 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 you don't do that. You don't do that. Everything that I am is because I knew that I was responsible for my life. Just like you are responsible for your life. You can say, well, I come from a crackhead family, so that's why I'm a crackhead. I come from a family where everybody was bums, nobody worked, nobody this and that. Girl, bye. Girl, bye, girl. Misty, I grew up listening to hip-hop, Lazy Bone, Girl, Tupac, all these other people. I'm not saying they're negative people, but I'm saying, honey, talking about all this bees and hoes and sluts and drugs, smoking, drinking, partying, all this stuff. Did I grow up and be that? No, the hell I didn't. No, the hell I did not. But I got a lot of relatives that sure the hell did, honey. And I'm not cutting in on them, girl, because they, okay, they'll show up and show out. I'll show up and show out another way, honey. Hello. Your life doesn't alter the genes you were born with. What changes is your genetic activity, meaning the hundreds of proteins, enzymes, and other chemicals that regulate your cells. Yes, honey. Come on, honey. Can we talk about it? Can we talk about it? Come on, honey. Come on, honey. Can we talk about it? Listen, I want y'all to go in and I want y'all to research this. Research this. How your thoughts change your brain, cells, and genes. Can we talk about it? Meditation and mindfulness put you in contact with the source of the mind-body system, giving your thoughts direct access to beneficial genetic activity, which also affects how well your cells function via genetic activity inside the cells. And cells are responsible for how you manifest in life. So if you're not manifesting, let's not start blaming. Let's not start pointing fingers. You just didn't educate yourself on how to manifest. You just didn't go to a spiritualist like myself that can teach you how to prepare yourself for that. And like I said before, I sat down with thousands of people, girl, thousands of people. And I've taught all of them how to change your process, how to listen to mantras, how to look at TV shows that keep you happy. And there's still a few that fall off that damn wagon. Like I said before, I can't baby. I won't do it. If you can't keep yourself in a positive train of thought after I done gave you one-on-one sessions, we did one-on-one sessions, I showed you videos, we talked, you took classes, then girl, there's no hope for you because you're not wanting to change. Just like a crackhead going to rehab. Rehab ain't going to change no damn crackhead if they don't want to change. An alcoholic ain't not going to change you, girl, if you don't want to change. You can't force nobody into a damn rehab, girl. Rehabilitate what? Learn something, girl. Learn something. You said, well, it's hard for me to be positive. No, it's not. No, it's not, girl, because it takes the same amount of energy for you to be negative as hell to be positive. The same amount of energy it took for you to think about those negative thoughts, it's the same amount of energy you could have used to have those positive thoughts. You just choose to be more negative than positive, then you wonder why your shit ain't working and why things ain't manifested. Then you're looking for people to confirm that. Then you have affirmation. See, you know what? I just want to tell you this, Mystic. I have a feedback for you, girl. I just want to tell you, girl, I saw something manifested, but something happened, and I just want to make sure that you did the work. So is it possible that you could send pictures and videos? And it's like, I sure the hell can, but I can tell you this right now. You messed up yourself because instead of you focusing on the work and instead of you putting your body, because it takes time to build, you're building a foundation. When you ask for a new job, a new house, a new car, a new relationship, you are building a foundation. So girl, you're not supposed to be thinking about it not happening and or all this stuff while you're building. How the hell are you not manifesting? Can we talk about this? The process of manifesting is very similar to you building a house. You got to level out the land first. You got to put the foundation down, put up the walls, the 4x4s, then the roof, and then you start applying, you do the outside and you start putting the inside insulation, all that stuff in. How the hell you already thinking about remodeling the house and you're not even done with the building that you're doing now? And that's how it is with magic. How the hell you whine about it not manifesting when it hasn't even manifested yet? You're still building these cells. You're still building. You're still putting energy into the work. How? Then I love when they call you or they email you and say, well, I was looking at another YouTube video and I know that we're doing the work and I know that I trust you. I know I trust you. But they were telling me that how I know that the man ain't coming back or how I know that it's not going to work out because I got into a fight with them and I called them a B. And I'm like, what do you think reconciliation work is for? Can we talk about it? I helped a woman whose daughter was kicked out of the house due to religious reasons, and the daughter ran away at 15 years old. Now, we all been 15 before. At 15 years old, girl, you think you grown, you want to do whatever the hell you want to do, and you ain't come back unless you want to come back. We did some work on that little girl come back because that little girl was not going to come back unless she wants to come back. We did some work, honey, and Spirit turned her right back around. Not only did the little girl come back, but the little girl's stepfather was not receptive to that girl coming back. He was a grown Muslim man. If anybody know about the Muslim tradition, the household is very strong when it comes to the man, especially with the man. Muslim men are very strict. They're very firm. Honey, you not changing their mind. But that man became receptive. So not only did he become receptive, but the daughter came back. So you can't sit here and tell me that's reconciliation. That's pulling through and changing, maneuvering through, because my thoughts was it was going to happen. Her thoughts was it was going to happen. And Spirit rose up. You got the 5 elements, girl. Get into that. But like I said before, are you sure this could be reconciled? Because I don't think there's no coming back because we were on and off. And that don't mean... Well, that's why he's not coming back. That's why she's not coming back. That's why you're not getting a new job, because you don't care about getting a new job. What you care about is you want to hear that he coming back tomorrow. You want to hear that she coming back tomorrow. You want to hear that you get a new job tomorrow. That's not going to happen because you're not ready for it. And you know this. If you're trying to do work on getting a man back, ask yourself this right now. He come back, knock on your door tomorrow. Are you ready to let him move in? Are you ever going to bring up in the next few weeks, if he brings up his ex-girlfriend, are you ever going to start a fight with him? Are you going to say, are you cheating on me? Huh? Or you don't let it fight? Because you got to understand that when things are new for people, people have to adjust to new things. Okay. So when you get that man back, he's going to throw some old stuff. And like I said before, you were the one that came, or you the one that started doing the magic stuff. You have to understand that he is going through a transition. He is growing. She is growing, whatever the situation is. So there's a lot of old gutter stuff or a lot of dirty stuff is going to come up. And I didn't mean to say gutter. I don't know why I said gutter, but a lot of stuff is going to come up, and you have to know that that's not that spirit cleaning it. That's a purge taking place. But like I said before, if you're not ready for that, you say no. If he bringing those girls next month, or he back in the house, he brought up the girls 3 days ago, I kicked him out. Then girl, you're not ready for that man then, and that's why I start manifesting for you. Can we talk about you have much more power than ever believed to influence your physical and mental realities. Your mindset is recognized by your body. Your mind is God to your body. Your mind is God to every cell in your body. And energy attracts like energy. Hello, right down to the genetic level. The more you improve your mental habits, the more beneficial response you'll get from your body. You can't control what has happened in the past, which shaped your brain you have today, programmed your cells, and caused certain genes to switch on. However, you do have the power in this moment going forward to choose your perspective and behavior, which will change your brain cells, genes, and ultimately whether or not you manifest. Can we talk about it? Can we talk about it, girl? Can we talk about it? I don't think you're ready for that. Can we talk about it? Going into the feelings of depression, your neurons, your cells are fed by um, molecules. It's fed by oxygen and it's fed by chemicals. And there are oxygen and chemicals and or lack thereof in everything that you put in your body, including beverages. Water has a lot of oxygen in it. It's H2O. There's a lot of oxygen in water. Going into vegetables, antioxidants. Oxidation is taking away oxygen. Oxidation is the process of lacking oxygen. So you're putting healthy foods in your body. You're drinking a lot of water. You're taking these minerals, these chemicals that you need, like potassium, magnesium, selenium, copper. There's a whole bunch. Phosphate. There's a whole bunch of minerals, 73 plus, that your body needs to function at the best or the highest level that it could function at. If you're not putting that into your body, then you are not going to be function at your best. Going into studies showing that people who follow a Mediterranean diet, which emphasizes fruits, that puts oxygen in your body, first of all, because fruits consist of a lot of vitamins, nutrients, and most importantly, water. Vegetables, same thing. It contributes with a lot of vitamins, minerals, and water. Fish, of course, fish live in water. Of course, there's certain minerals and of course there's some poisons in it too, but you limit yourself with that. And limits meat and dairy products have lower rates of depression and other diseases such as Alzheimer's, diabetes, and heart disease. You are what you eat. You eat pork, you become pork-ish. Okay? Let's not get mad at that. It is what it is. You scarf down those pepperonis and pork chops, and I love my pig. Okay, Miss Thing, you start smelling like a pig, because people that eat pork, they smell like pigs too. And I'm not cutting in. Maybe it's because I just smell everything. I don't know. But I know when people have a good diet or not, girl, because you can put on all that perfume all you want to, girl, but I smell that body. I know it's coming from those pores, mama. And pork, just like everything else, come from your damn pores. People who eat clean, who only stick with white meats, and indulge in beef every now and then when they need to or whatever, honey, they don't really have odor problems. But the ones who every time we turn out to eating pork, chicken, cookies, hoes, crackers, ice cream. Oh, I got some cookies. Then it's like, ooh, girl, that's why your feet smell like that. Because a lot of people don't know this, but I'm not trying to be nasty, but I don't wear socks. I don't wear socks. Only time I wear socks is if I have to, and that's rare. Like if I get a pedicure and I want to keep the pedicure nice and whatever, I will. But I like being barefoot. I like having no shoes on my feet, no socks on my feet. I like feeling the energy from Mother Earth. And my feet don't stink. Even when I put shoes on, I don't put socks on. But people are like, how the fuck you don't wear socks and you don't smell? Because I put good things in my body. Toxins are released throughout the place that they should be released, which is when I sweat, and my feet don't sweat like that. It comes out through my other fluids that are secreted from the body. And that's where toxins should come out, like when you do bowel movements and you urinate. So it's like when you have shit coming out your feet and you sweating at your underarms and you're just like, woo, you need to clean out your lymphatic system. Because that's what I is, girl. I can go days without putting on deodorant. No tea, no shade. I take baths. Maybe that's another thing too, because I take a lot of baths, but showers. But I can go without putting on deodorant. Girl, I buy deodorant once every 6 to probably 8 months. I kid you not. I have one deodorant for almost a damn year, because you don't need that much. And like I said before, I can go without using it that much. I don't smell. You can ask anybody who ever met me. Did I smell like a billy goat? Girl, bye. You are what you eat. Okay. Going into is this it right here? These batteries are dying in this demo. Going into scriptures that speak about words, the power of words, honey. I want you to look this up too, because the Bible ain't just for a Christian. You don't gotta be a Christian to read the Bible. The Bible is one of the greatest books of spells out there outside of the Quran, because the Quran came from the Musiclan, honey. If you don't know about the Musiclan, honey, you get into those teas, girl. There's magic in songs. Everything in this universe sings, girl. The planets sing, the earth sings, what the wind sings, the heat sings, girl. You see feeling here. Let's not play dumb. Okay, your TV sings. What's that noise? What's that noise? Girl, let me tell you this right now. Sit in your house right now. Turn off all your TVs, turn off your cell phone, lay in bed and tell me if you don't hear no buzzing, no ringing or nothing. And we're not talking about tinnitus or, like, oh my God, girl, that ringing is a noise. You're going to hear vibration because all things sing, all things have music. Let's talk about it, honey. Proverbs 18:21 says that death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat its fruit. Now, that's a metaphor. That is what they call witch talk. You got videos that they're saying that all these singers sing in witch talk, which is true, but that just means they're spiritually inclined, because people that are spiritually inclined understand witch talk. The average person would say, what the hell does death and life? Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat its fruit. They're like, eat its fruit? What? Death and life have fruit? Anyway, you have the power to conjure, summons, invoke, evoke, and you have the power to detonate, to repel, to remove, and to reverse, especially when it comes to your own life. Like I said before, words is WORDS. You put the S in front of the W and you have what? Sword. Words are swords. You can cut or you can heal. Okay, Ephesians 4:29 said, let no corrupted talk come out of your mouth, but only such as good for building up, as fits the occasion, that it may give grace to those who hear. Honey, you affect everything around you. You infect the food in your house. You infect the children that are around you, especially your children. A lot of you right now, you curse in front of your kids. You let your kids watch cussful things. You speak about sex. You have sex with your kids in the room, even though they're sleeping. Listen, honey, I need you to look up the thymus gland. Maybe I'll do a video on the thymus gland and how it affected all of us. What you were doing while that thymus gland was fully functioning and it was huge, because you get older, it shrinks. That's why children are so innocent. But like I said before, they don't know. They in the bed sleep. They only 5 months old. They don't know we over here getting on. Okay, sis. Do you wonder why your daughter got pregnant at 15 years old? Well, she never seen us do that. So where'd she get that from? Okay. Proverbs 12:18 says, there are one whose rash words are like sword thrusts. See, it didn't say are like swords. It says are like sword thrusts, which means a sword being stuck deep. Can we talk about it? Words are swords, but the tongue of the wise brings healing. Yes, girl. Everybody out there don't like, everybody out there don't care for me, and it is what it is, girl. But let me tell you this right now, there's a lot of people of you right now. Any little thing I say, it will change you. And it's not just about me. Oh, it's not just about me, sister or brother. Trust me. Honey, the word you speak can either kill or it can heal. Always understand that, girl. It is what it is. Matthew 12:36 says, I tell you, on the day of judgment, people will account for every careless word they speak. Now, I think when they said the day of judgment, I don't think the final days where we're all going to be judged. I think when push comes to shove, or the day that something comes and it shows you its face, every word that you spoke, you will have the answer for it. People right now speak about how they're not loved and how they're not happy and they're not healthy and they don't have no friends, they don't got no family, and nobody love them or care for them. And then they wonder why they don't have it. Because every day you're met with the universe. As Iyanla Vanzant said, the universe asks you every day, what do you want from me today? And instead of you saying, I want happiness, I want contentment, I want a man, I want a friend, I want a family that love me and understand me and accept me, you're saying, I don't have family. Nobody love me, universe. But universe saying, well, girl, what do you want, though? Nobody love me. So, okay, so the universe said, okay, I'm going to bring you more people that's not going to love you. I'm bringing you more people that don't care two flying freaks about you. And that's what's going on with you right now. So you're looping, you're feeding, you're bringing a reoccurring energy, because it says everything comes in cycles. Everything you put out comes back to you. That's a recurrent. Huh? Hello? It's a retribution of energy. It's a retribution of energy that you put out and it's come back and it's slapping you 20 damn fold. Hebrews 4:12 said, for the word of God is living and active, sharper than any two-edged sword. Once again, to talk about the word. For the word of God is living and active, sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing to the division of soul and of spirit, of joints and of marrow, and discerning the thoughts of the intentions of the heart. Can we talk about it? Can we talk about it? The heart is where all things make sense at. If it's not making sense to you, girl, it is what it is. If you rejoice in malice and negativity, that's in your heart, and then you wonder why you over there looking and acting the way you're acting and you're looking. No tea, no shade. We're not talking about physical attributes. We're talking about spiritual attributes. Let's talk about it, honey. Okay. Proverbs 15:1 says, a soft answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. Hello. A soft answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. Now, I think soft and harsh is depending on who's receiving it. Because I've said a lot of soft answers and words to people, and they still got mad. So, I guess, if you're not calling people out their name, girl, if you call some people out their name, they think you're talking sweet to them. You call some people out their name, girl, or you call them ma'am or miss, girl, they're like, what? Who you talking to? Like, what? Okay. Uh-huh. Proverbs 16:24 says, gracious words are like honeycomb. Come on now. This is in the Bible. Honeycomb. Come on. Shout out to all my honey kids out there, my honeycombs out there. I'm going to start calling y'all honeycombs. Can I call y'all honeycombs? My followers are called the honeycomb. Beyonce got the beehive, girl. Oh, shit. I forgot about that. Damn. Listen, we not copying. Beehive, girl, a hive of bees, girl. That's a cluster of bees. We're talking about the honeycomb, girl. Hello. That's where the queen is nestled out. Queen Oshun. Hello. Yes, my beautiful Oshun. Come on, mama. Ow. Ow. Come on now. Sweetness to the soul and health to the body. Gracious words and thoughts are like honeycomb. Sweetness to the soul and health to the body. Your positive thoughts, your positive words are sweet to your soul and health. Great health to your body. Brings you healing, sis. Proverbs 21:23 said, whoever keeps his mouth and his tongue keeps himself out of trouble. Woo! Proverbs. I've been living by that proverb, honey, because, girl, Miss Thing, girl, you call somebody a ducklet, honey, they want to report you. And it's like, ducklet, Miss Thing, is that even a word, ducklet? Anyway. Proverbs 13:3 says, whoever guards his mouth preserves his life. He who opens wide his lips comes to ruin. That means be very watchful of what you say. Because listen, Miss Thing, though, my lips will never be ruined. Hello! Miss Thing, don't try me, Proverbs. Okay, Romans 1:16 says, for I am not ashamed of the gospel. God's spell. They actually took away the D and they took away the other L. God spell. Come on, let's talk about it. For it is the power of God for salvation and salvation is like soothing, calming to everyone who believes, to the Jew first and also to the Greek. Let's talk about it, honey. We're talking about the never mind. James 1:26 says, if anyone think he is religious and does not bridle his tongue, but deceives his heart, this person religious worthless. Can we talk about it? If you're claiming to be a spiritual, but you don't interact with people on a spiritual level, and you're concerned about them being a man, a woman, boy, girl, gay, straight, tall, black, I don't deal with black people. Oh, that's a nigga, that's a trans nigga. If that's your type of thing right there, girl, you are worthless. You're not spiritual, girl. You're picky. Say, I'm a sometimer spiritualist, honey. Psalms 19:14 says, let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in your sight, O Lord, my rock and my redeemer. Hello. Proverbs 15:4 says, a gentle tongue is a tree of life, but perverseness in it breaks the spirit. Matthew 15:8 says, but what comes out of the mouth proceeds from the heart, and this defiles a person. Can we talk about it? Words and thoughts come first, and the words you speak have to be conducive with your heart. That's what makes your desires be real. If you are thinking one thing, saying one thing, and you're doing something totally different, then you don't really know what you want. And that's why things are not manifesting for you, sister and brother. That's why you've been to 20 damn spiritualists. Ain't nothing happened for you. I don't know. I don't know about you, but if you already went to two spiritualists, girl, you should have got what it is you needed, girl. Miss Thing. You talk about you been to every decade. I went to every time, and it didn't happen because you're not doing your own work. That's what it is, girl. You're not lighting your own candles. You're not doing your own things. And then you're jumping energy to energy. So maybe you are doing your own work, but then you let Mary Sue and Billy Boo do your stuff. Then you're like, yeah, girl, I don't know what's going on. I've been doing the same work for 9 years. I know never. But and it's like, girl, yeah, that's why they have a girl because you ever said it that way. And it's just like Miss Thing, like. I need you to comment on down. And that's something y'all be talking to. Y'all be trying to quick talk and double talk me. I'm paying attention though. I'm listening with my ears and my heart. Don't try me. Anyway, I want y'all to read this, honey. Read into this tea. Read into this tea, honey. We got to settle. Did we touch all these bases right here? How your thoughts, neurons are fed. Going into this too. I guess this was done right here. I guess it's done right here. How our bodies create this power. Short answer is chemical energy. Once again, we talk about chemicals based off of, you know, you know, uh, food you eat, things you put in your body, and that's what this talk about. You can go on and read into it, honey. Electrons, protons, and neutrons, are electrical charges, and of course, electron, protons, and neurons. Neutrons are actually what comes out of your food. Feeds the molecule, the nucleus. The atoms are affected by all that good stuff. ATOM. Basic element in our universe, like the oxygen could breathe, calcium, potassium, you eat, have a certain number of protons, electrons, distinguishing it from other elements. Most elements have the same number of electrons as they do protons. This gives the atom a balance between negative and positive charge. Once again, I talked about this. We have polarity in our body, negative charge and positive charges, and that's why you got to have a balance with everything. Some of you want, but you don't give. You throw off the whole energy in your body, then you start attracting the wrong things, and you wonder why nothing you're doing is working out. All the calories you burning, ain't nothing coming forward. Everything you do crumbles and falls down on you, and it is what it is, girl. Everything you touch should turn to gold. And it is what it is. Protons reside in the nucleus center of the atom, while electrons rotate around the nucleus. So this is very important. More specifically, quantum mechanical principles dictate electron movements and spin. But I'll save. Okay, never mind. That's the girl. Okay. As interesting fact, the electrons is the energy holding them to the atom is restricted. An interesting fact about electrons is the energy holding them to the atom is restricted to specific levels. These levels are shown as shells. Shells allow for a specific space between the rotating electrons and center proteins. For ease picturing this in your head is similar to how different satellites orbit the Earth at different distances. Well, we never seen that, so we don't know if we want to use that or not. Electrons residing in the outermost shell of the atom, known as the valence shell, are so loosely connected to the nucleus, it's rather easy to cause them to break away. So, like I said, just read up on this, girl. Read up on this, honey. Yes, honey. Can we talk about it, honey? Can we talk about it? Look at this, girl. Yes. Arguably, the most famous electrical current rhythm of our bodies is our heart rhythm, which is so true. Once again, we go back to the heart. You speak from your heart. Hearts contains within them a grouping of cells known as the sinoatrial node, also known as SA node. The cells within the SA node, sometimes called the pacemaker of the heart, contains electrolytes both inside and outside of the cells. The most common electrolytes within the body are sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, and chloride. Sodium and calcium generally reside outside the SA node cells. Potassium generally lies within them. Yes, the cell membranes act as a barrier between these electrolytes. Can we talk about it? Can we talk about it, girl? Electrolytes charge up your body. So that's really it. That's really it. I just want to end this by saying, I'm going to end this with saying, focus on your results and not the process. Okay. I'm not cutting in. I'm just telling you what I'm feeling. If the whole purpose of you coming to a spiritualist to get work done is not for them to do the work for you. If that's what you think, maybe that's why your life is so because you allowing other people to take the responsibility for your life. You allow everybody else to control whether or not you win. That's what you're allowing. You're allowing people to take control over you. You have to take back your own power, retain and gain accountability for yourself. So the whole purpose of coming to a spiritualist to get work done is to get assistance on the work that you've already done and or the work that you plan on doing. So it's either past or it's future. So what the spiritualists do on their end, it adds to the work you're doing on your end, but it never takes away. Okay. And I want you to understand that. So whether or not the spiritualist, and I want to bring this up as an example, because of course I get this a lot, whether or not the spiritualist gives you updates or say, hey, who every day, oh yeah, you know, the candle's burning, but the candle's burning. Like that shouldn't matter. What's important is that you're doing the work on your end and how those candles are turning out and what energy you're putting into it. Because I always tell people this: your thoughts affect your work, and you can sit here all day and say, "Well, it's not that I wasn't thinking about the work I'm trying to manifest. It's just that I just thought to myself, like, wait a minute, I don't think she got back to me." And it's like, but that's a thought. That's a thought. So the same thought that you thought about, listen, I'm going to email her to see if I can. That's the same thought you could put into the work that she should be doing on your own damn side. What you should be doing on your own side, honey. Woo, wait a minute. Woo, I got to hold myself. Woo, I got to hold myself, honey. But like I said, I'm not being rude. I'm just telling y'all what it is. So remember, focus on the results, not the process. Ask yourself when you want to think about the process. You want to think about the process. When you want to think about how things are done, ask yourself, what do I expect to happen out of this? And that's what you ask yourself. What do I expect to happen? I expect to get this new job. That you should be focused on. What you gonna do when you get that new job? Because I tell you this right now, the ones that be hitting me up with that, I'll be like, girl, you even ready for this to happen right now? Well, I don't know about that. Like, for example, I'm not gonna cut in on nobody, but I did some work for somebody about 9 months ago. They were trying to get a new job, and they said, well, you know, I just want to say that I never done magic before, and I don't think it's gonna work. But I think that, I like you, I like your personality, so I think it's gonna work for me. And I said, wait a minute, girl, let's back up. If you don't believe in the work that you're doing, or you don't believe in the work that you're going to get done, why are you doing it then? Well, because this is what I need done. I need this to happen. I need this to happen. I applied for many jobs. I never got a call back. So I said, this must be a spiritual thing. So let me reach out to Mystic. Okay. So now coming around, why you just said, if it does work out. Oh, well, I don't know. Exactly. So let's start over. So we go back, and then they don't say it. Of course, she almost said it. But then while we're doing the work, she's sending me like emails every day. Like, I just thought about today that I applied for this other job like 2.5 weeks ago, but they haven't called me yet. I was going somewhere with this too, but it just slipped my mind right now because I'm thinking about that. And I was like, girl, why are you telling me that? Because I'm doing work on you to get the job. And she's like, okay. And then after it was done, she was like, oh, hey, I just forgot about something. I think you forgot. No, I didn't forget nothing. You're focused on the process, and you should be focused on you. So then I asked her, are you ready if that job called you tomorrow? If that job called you tomorrow, sis, to tell you to come into work, would you be ready? Well, I mean, not really, because I still got to unpack my stuff, and I still got to figure out daycare for my son. And, and I just remember too, I got to do something with my car. Wait a minute, sis. Wait a minute. So why are you doing this magic work then? Because the magic ain't going to so you're not ready for the jobs to even call you. So why are you wasting your time doing this work then? And then you wonder why it's lagging. Then you wonder why it's been months without them calling. Your spirits are smart. Your spirits know what you need and what you need to do to get there. And if you're not listening to that, you're never going to get it. So going back into that, she prepared herself. By the time I was done, she was compared. She had got her stuff ready, prepared herself for the stuff, and it happened. And of course, like all people do, she contacted me say, I just want to say that, oh my God, I got this job offer. Da, da, da. Actually, I got two jobs offered. I don't know which one to take. And I said flat out, now I just helped with that energy, but you manifested that because you were prepared for what you were asking for. Going into people that want to reconcile situations, relationships, they want a man to come back, a woman to come back, they want to work it out. I kid you not. And people get impatient with that. It's not about impatience, it's about your intention. When you become impatient, it's because you're doubting. Impatience, doubt is similar. You're doubting the work that is being done. That's why you become impatient. And you can say, well, no, that's not what it is. Well, you can say that. You can say that. Impatient and doubt is just a word, but there's a feeling behind both of those words. And that feeling is what's going to make you manifest or not manifest. So going back into that, if you are preparing yourself for this lover to come back and you're ready and you understand, just like when people go to jail and they come out, they have to readjust to coming out that prison. They're going to wake up at a certain time. They might freak out if when they sleep, they might want to sleep in a separate blanket with you. I mean, that's just how it is because they have to readjust to being out. So going back into that, if you're not ready for, you can't make time for this man or this woman, or you're not ready for them to move in, because God forbid, spirit might bring them in and spirit might make it to where they got to live with you for 6 months before y'all move on with relationship. So you're not ready for that. You don't got room in your closet. You don't got room in the bed. You don't got room in your car. Hell, you might not even have a car. It's like, how the hell you want this person back? How's it going to work out? If they called you tomorrow and said they're ready to come home, are you ready? Well, actually, no, because the house I live in right now. So, well, you don't got to explain that to me, sis. All I'm telling you is it's not going to happen because you're not ready for it. You will only attract what you're ready for. You will never attract anything you're not ready for. You will never attract a man if you're not ready for that man. Yeah, and like I said before, you go digging, you're going to find people that's going to tell you, oh, he's not coming, because they know you're not ready. Because you're not ready, that's not a question you ask. If you are ready. People are not dumb. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that. If you're asking me, hey, Mystic, I applied for a job and I just kind of know, I want to know what's going on with that. The first thing that's going to pop my head is indecisiveness. They're not sure and they're probably not ready. So then I will also ask you, hey, well, blah, 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 whatever come out of my mouth, whatever. And then I'll go into a spiritual say, well, this is what is coming up spiritually. But like I said before, based on the question you asked, someone with common sense could already tell you what area you're coming from. And like I would do is, like you shouldn't be thinking about that. Think about the results and not the process. If you put in application or you dot work, or like I said, I don't want to be redundant, but if you're trying to manifest something, are you ready for that? A lot of people and I've seen this too. People have manifested. I've seen people manifest mansions. I've seen people manifest nice cars, but you know what they did not manifest, and you know what they did not do? They did not maintain what they were asking for. So they asked for these things, the universe brought it to them, but they didn't ask for things to keep that coming. They didn't ask for the strength and the willpower to keep working to keep that coming in. So they lost it. One of the persons even had a big ass house, honey, and it was just like, and that's the kind of make me say, I don't want a big house, because the bigger the house, the more you got to clean up. And, Miss Thing, you got dust that accumulate. Who's going to clean up that house? Then you got to hire somebody to clean up the house. So now you got to add somebody else to your payroll. Like, no, let's not. So it's like, oh no, just make sure I just want to be comfortable. But like I said, they got dirty, the house did not maintain, they end up losing the house, just a whole bunch of shit happened. It's like, see right there, you wasn't ready, sis. You're ready for that big house. You didn't think about them cleaning up the house. You didn't think about that dust that was going to be accumulating, did you? Girl, they talk about people are calling her to come and live in. And exactly. I mean, really, you only had you, your partner, and your child, and you had all these damn bedrooms. What is one person going to do with 8 bedrooms? I'm single. I have a dog, girl. I can stay in an apartment. I can do a tiny home. Those of you who got kids and or got 20 people in your house, you can't be in an apartment. You need a house. empty rooms and stuff. I got an empty closet in my damn house because I don't need to put nothing up in that damn closet. I got too many damn closets in this apartment. And so I'm like, it's just collecting dust. I don't even open that closet, honey. It's just dusty. I'm sure there's dust up in there. It might be cobwebs. I might open that. Oh, I might open the turn on light. There might be a black widow coming out because I. So only ask for what you can receive. And also, like I said, focus on what you're wanting to happen, not on the process. Don't do check-ins and even when you're doing work on stuff, don't say, "Oh, girl, I gotta tell you, girl, why did my neighbor come over today and knock on my door and told me that I gotta move my car?" And it's just like, I don't want to hear that. I personally want to hear that because we're doing the work and I want you to focus on you getting up out that situation, not what's going on while you're in the situation. I don't want you to think of that. If you're thinking of what's going on while you're in the situation, then you're always going to be there because your cells cannot receive outside of that because you're stuck and you're dwelling in what's going on. You have to move past that. Okay. Going back in every day, I feel you give birth to something. What are you giving birth to when you wake up tomorrow? What are you giving birth to right now? Every so many seconds, something is going on in your body. I think every 0.8 seconds or something, there's electrical impulses going on in your body. What are you feeding yourself? I mean, really, I'm really trying to, I'm really trying to stay, with you because my mom didn't talk to us that nice, aunties and uncles and stuff. We got it by them showing us better than they could tell us, and you know they talked calm, but they still let us have it, cursing, and you don't got to curse, but they used to, girl, they got all up in. So like I said, let me stay here with you. What are you feeding? What are you doing? What are you doing that's gonna bring in what it is you're asking for? Because remember, your thoughts and your words and your actions have to all match. You can say you want the man, but you think he's not coming back. You can say you want this new job, but you don't think that this job is going to be good for you. You can say you want this job, but then a week later you say, wait a minute, I don't want this job because someone told me that they do drug tests and I smoke weed every day. Like, and you spent $300 for some casework and you knew that you smoke weed and that job is going to do drug tests. Oh, girl, I wonder why I don't be responding back sometimes. Because I don't want to read you. I don't want to say I don't want to read you. I don't want to tell you anything to be like, I wish I would spend $300 on something I'm not sure about. That's like me going to a store and me shopping on Amazon. If I'm looking for something I'm not sure I want to buy it, I don't buy it. Because I'm like, I'm probably going to waste my money on that. I'm probably going to spend money on this. And then once I get them, say, oh, I don't want this. I want something else. So it's like, whew, Jesus. Got to calm myself down because are you doing the work to worry about the process? You're doing the work to get your results. I guess that's the real question. Are you buying the candles and you're buying the casework and you're doing these things to get your actual results, or to focus on the process, or you getting it because you want to manifest that car, that job, that job, that man? Because that's what you should be concerned about. Yeah. I mean, it's okay to check in, like I said before, if you're reading the candles for the purpose of getting divination, because reading the candles is not just about knowing it's burning. Oh, girl, the candle was black. You still get interpretations with that. That's why I gag when people say, yeah, my candle was black on top. What does that mean? Well, how many hours into the burn did it start to turn black? How many days? So you got to note this. I always tell y'all, get a notebook. Get a notebook. You need to be writing stuff down. You don't burn candles just to burn. You burn them to actually check in on them and say, oh, shit, that candle burned down. Okay, I lit this candle at 9 p.m. on Monday. Today is Thursday and it's 8 p.m. So this candle burned about 2 hours. And what was the candle on? Was the candle on you when will you get your new job, or I want to manifest a new house? So it's saying, okay, well, 3 hours. And it's like, oh, that's kind of quick. Is this or 3 days? Ooh. That's kind of quick because it's a 7-day candle. And then it's like, okay, at what point did you start seeing it turn black? If it did turn black, if it did not turn black, what point did you start seeing any change? For the first day, was the flame stiff, and the second day it started doing all this. That's I said before. I can't give no reading or interpretation on your candles if I didn't burn it, because that's what I do. That's what I said before. I don't do free casework because it takes time. Okay, there's no free nothing, girl. It takes too much time and too much energy to do work, girl. There's not a just, I'm going to lick the candles, I'm going to go about my business. You got to sit there with that candle. You got to meditate with that candle. Going into devotion. Some work require you 1 hour. Some work require you several hours. Some people, like I said before, they're so busy. And it's like, how are you trying to manifest a man if you can't even set aside 2 hours a day to do candle work to get that man? How are you trying to manifest a new job when you don't even have a job, and yet you can't even set aside time to do the candle work to get a job? So what's going to happen when you get the job? You're going to tell them I can't work at 9 o'clock in the morning because I sleep late. You go to interview the hi, we're looking for people that can work between 3 in the morning. But I'm sorry, I can't make it because I'm too busy on YouTube at those hours, looking at stuff on how to do things. Does that sound right? Does that even sound right? So I don't have time. Oh, well, I thought that's why I came to you for work, because I don't have time to do it. Okay, you don't have time to do it, but girl, you're gonna set aside something, Miss Thing, because whether or not you get married or not, that does not affect me, honey, because I'm still gonna be over here whether or not you get married. Miss Thing, okay? That doesn't affect me. So you mean to tell me that you want me to do the work for you to get that marriage, but you ain't gonna do shit? Then what's gonna happen when the man come? You ain't gonna do nothing either then, huh? Then he gonna have an affair on you. Then you gonna be calling me and say, Mister Girl, guess what? The man is having an affair on me. Well, I could tell you why, because you wanted me to do all the work for you. So now the man got manifested, and then when he show up, you don't want to do the work with him neither. So he went somebody else who's willing to put in the work. Since I'm mad at him, I'm mad at him at all, honey. He went somebody who's willing to put in that work. That's why escorts and prostitutes made all that money. Strippers on it. That's why the strip clubs go. They making all this damn money. Girl, bye. Because some of y'all ain't putting in the work for your man. So your man going to go find a woman that's willing to put in that work. Do you wonder why he not tipping you? Yeah, he could be giving you that money, girl. Some of y'all are looking crazy and shit. Girl, wonder why, girl. I seen a video of a man inside a store using food stamps. He was using his baby mama's food stamps on his side chick. And she was like, what? You never gave me no money. And she was going crazy. And I'm sitting there thinking like, well, you probably don't put in the work. This girl right here, she looked like she was a side. She looked like she was a side dime piece, not just a side piece. She looked like she was a side. It looked like she was a whole side entree meal. It's like you had one meal here, it was lacking flavor and texture. So you had another meal here that had everything. And that's what that side piece looked like. And it's like, duh. You're like, girl, the side piece had on, she was dressed nice. She looked like she smelled like Maui Surf from Bath and Body Works. And the baby mama, she went up here, she looked like she was smelling like hot dog water and scrambled eggs just sitting on the stove for several hours. And that stale water smell. And it's just like, no wonder why he got that side piece. And I'm not even cutting in, but it's like, and then the side piece, she didn't have no children. You had children, and you probably thought the children were gonna keep that man. A lot of people think that too. A lot of people have children with these people thinking it's gonna keep that man. That man ain't gonna stay with those kids, girl. If you weren't happy for the kids, you ain't gonna be happy after those damn kids. I need to go because I'm gonna be talking. I'm gonna be letting my mouth overload my. Let me. Uh, Let me see who's up in here. I want to keep it cute and neat. Hello. Yes, bonjour. Come on, JT Funny. How you doing? Yes, honey. You love naked. Me too, Jay. You feel that energy all throughout your body. Come on, Jay. Ah, you feel those impulses. Mother's talking. Are you listening? I feel like when you're naked, all these receptors they're just functioning. They're calling into the mother, saying, "Mother, come on in." I'm telling you, I love being naked. Clothes on make me feel so tight. I feel so, oh, with clothes on. With clothes off, I feel free. I feel like I can do what I want. It's hard to say. I wish that we lived in a society where we can walk around naked. I wish we wasn't in that space of like, ooh, you naked. I got kids looking at you. Like, I wish we were I wish clothes were never invented. You know what I mean? And people would know how to behave without people having clothes on. Come on. Hello, Edwards. Happy full moon. Come on, Tasha. Yes. Hello, Davis Ivory. Yes. Come on. Boom, boom. Come on, honey. Yes, honey. Y'all probably, yeah, listen, I probably caught this real late, honey. Come on. Scientific first. Oh, come on, J. Fred. I didn't see you, honey. Come on, honey. Devil's Ivy. I love the little character you put by your name. Come on, honey. Devil's Ivy got a character by name, honey. I like to pepper my comments with emojis. Tee hee. Come on, girl. I'm learning myself. It's fine. Come on, Tasha. McDonald's was my first job. I was also in school, so I had to juggle both. It was rough. It was rough, but it paid off. Now I tell you this right now: if you're one of those people that have to juggle things, it builds. That's what I say. Being a parent, it changes you because it's a new experience, and you gain things from these kids. You know, because you've had children, or you've been a child yourself, or you've seen other kids, but now you're raising something that's actually from you. So your brain starts to function different. Not to mention the hormones that your body releases while you're pregnant. So it takes a weird uh almost not human type of person to have a child and not want to be a part of that child's life. Or it takes a weird person to have kids, to raise these kids, and yet you still not doing that with yourself. You know, you're doing stuff that single people do. Going back into going to school and working, you're juggling both. Now you can handle everything. And see, that's called encouraging. That's called empowering yourself. See, like I said before, I know people, I got rid of a friendship, I said before, who was a bomb. I knew him in 2012, this 2018, that's 6 years. And every year I motivated him. I even hired him to work for me, and I was motivating him, which I didn't have to do that, but I was motivating him. Work, work, work. Yes, do it, make that money, make that money, make the money. And it was, I can't, I'm going through something today. I feel weird today. And it's like, no, you're not feeling weird. What it is that you're letting other bummy people influence you. Well, how do you know that? Because I know that. When you're in that space or that thought process of winning, and you hang around people that are not in that space, you then start to think it's okay to be a loser. And that's what was going on with him. He was with people that didn't want to work. He was hanging around people who didn't want what he wanted. So they were feeding him, and that was making him feel comfortable, because everybody would love to take the easy way out. It's rough. Only the strong survive, because strong people are willing to fight for staying responsible. They're willing to fight for staying independent. Like I said, the easy way out, everybody wants to take that. And that doesn't, girl, bye. You ain't accomplishing nothing, girl. So anyway, I had to let him go, because 6 years later, he still wants to be a bum. He was winning, and he said, you know what? I feel, yeah, I'd rather sit here with all these damn animals that I cannot afford, and be broke and sleep in a room with my father and all of this stuff, than to actually get out and do things. So, you know what? I'll pass, and good luck. And I said, well, okay, you're not stopping nothing, bruh. For second of all, you're never going to meet me, because I don't hang around with people like that, brother. You're we're the same age, and yet you got nothing to show for it. And the fact that your parents allow you to be this age and have nothing to show for it, it shows me a lot about your lineage line. And that's why you're okay with being a bum, because you come from bums. Anyway, it opens you up. Come on, honey. Universes that work. Yes, it up. Yes, yes. Come on. Come on, Erebus. Come on. Come on, Erebus, honey. Yes. When people use the word but, it canceled out what has been yes. It's like using two positive words. That's how you know people lie. No, I didn't get your text message. You're lying. Yes, I did go to the store. You must just got back from the store. Well, how you know that? Because you just said, yes, I did go to the store. Why are you saying two words? Why are you double talking? It's called double talking, honey. Mm. Okay, come on, honey. Come on, Daya. Oh, Daya, I gotta email you, girl. Oh, Daya, I gotta email you, Miss Thing, honey. There you go. There you go. See, I was afraid to drive, girl. Mm. It sure will. The negative will roll. See, that's what I say. When you're trying to manifest, you got to be in that manifesting state of mind. If you are saying, I want to manifest, but yet you're letting people call you, oh, guess what, girl? I just want to tell you, girl, that something bad happened to me today. What, girl? Yeah. That's why gossiping it's wrong. It's an error. Sin means the mark that was missed. Is Gossiping is a sin. It really messes you up because you rather sit on the phone and listen to gossip and stuff that means you no good than to use that energy and put it in something that you want to happen to you, that you want to benefit from. Why? Why? And I met people like that would actually be going through a whole bunch of stuff and they'll sit there and talk about other people. Like, I'm not calling you to talk about other people. I'm calling to talk to you because you're going through something right now. And instead of you focus on that, well, girl, I talked to blah, 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 and she told me this and that. Okay, JT Fund, they said there's a J agenda, a gay agenda. They said that Marilyn Manson, is it Marilyn Manson? No. It is Marilyn Manson, right? Is it Marilyn Manson? It got to be Marilyn Manson. The one that had breasts and was a man. They were like, that was the transgender in the 90s. That's why we got all these trans coming out now because they were raised in the 90s. And it's like, obviously, you don't know about Begawis, who was around during Alexander the Great. Obviously, you don't know about Philip and the eunuch. You know, obviously, you know about those stories. And this man claimed to be a Christian. Like, there's no gay agenda. Gays have always been here, and they're always going to be here. So the fact that you're saying there's a gay agenda tells us that there's a straight agenda, or it tells us that there's a Christian agenda. That you're trying to make everybody a Christian. A lot of Christians are not even Christians because you act like you're a Christian, but you don't. You say you're a Christian, but you don't act like one. You know, you don't act like Christ at all. Christ wasn't going around judging people. You know, he was having fun with the prostitute and all that good stuff. Girl, he didn't say, "Ew, don't touch me. Ew, you gay. Ooh, you lesbian. Ooh, you a whore. Stay away from me. I want that whore syndrome on me." What Bible you reading? What part of Christianity you on? Come on, Agent Riverwolf. Come on, honey. Yes, honey. No, I'm needing buffalo wings. Come on, honey. Singers do cast spells. Well, they say it. They're vessels. They all say, I'm a vessel. They say, I'm a vessel. They all say that. I'm a vessel. Singers are vessels. Words are created, and the singers bring life to that. That's why songs bring out certain feelings within us. There's songs I listen to, honey, like Janelle Monáe. Now, Janelle Monáe is one person I would really like to meet. I feel like we got so much, girl. Janelle Monáe, her new song, Dirty Computers, it is deep, but she's always been deep. Janelle Monáe has always been deep. Her song, Dirty Computers, that new album, she got song Don't Judge Me. She got a song, Crazy Classic Life. She got a song, Take a Bite. You know, these songs, it just, honey, it opens. She got a song called Pink. Girl, and I'm gagging because I'm like, Pink is so powerful. Girl, you could wear pink in everything, girl, and you could switch around people. When people be like, pink is ugly, I don't like that color pink. Those people, there's something that happened to them. There's lack of love somewhere in their life. I can tell you that right now. People that I don't like pink. Or they be like, those bright colors. I can do those bright colors. Yeah, you're depressed. Bright colors don't resonate with depressed people. Dark colors you like. You like dark colors when you're depressed. Light handles your frequencies. It handles your chakras. So I don't do the colors thing. Yeah, of course you don't. I don't like pink, of course, because you lack that. Something happened to you. And they can say, well, no, I love people. No, that's not about that. Something happened to you to make you not like that color. Hell, gangsters like the color pink. Mm. Come on, honey. Come on, honey. We are the sweet honey, and the beehive is like our military. Don't you try me, honey. Hello, little Mer. Yes, honey. Good morning, Rose. What's the tea? That's right, honey. Come on. Big house aren't even the comfort with. It's not. It's not JT Funny in all these cars. I'm thinking like, girl. My friend, well, he's my cousin. My friend's boyfriend, which is my cousin, well, my mom's cousin's son. So like my cousin's second removed, I guess what they call it, removed 2 times, or I don't know how they say that. But either way, yeah, I think it's because I think your dad's cousin is your cousin first removed, and then their kid is like second removed. Either way, honey, this man have 3 cars, and I think about registration and insurance, and it's like, why is it always the people that don't have money that try to do too much? And I'm not even trying to cut in on him. And I even said this when we were having a conversation 2 days ago. I said I'm not even trying to cut in, but I can assure you that I make more money than you. And I don't have 3 cars. I don't have 2 cars. I don't got a big ass house. I'm not out here eating out every day. I'm not out here rocking labels. It's like, why is it always the ones that don't got it that try to do that? Like, who are you trying to prove? Who are you trying to impress? Something is not right. Something happened to you, and you feel the need to want to prove yourself to people. And of course, I got my answer because I didn't know anything about what he was saying. But, he told me the story, and I said, oh, God, exactly. So we got into a little deep conversation, honey. He really couldn't handle it. He said, you made me want to go smoke right now. Who does that? When they manifest nice cars and houses, do they have good jobs, continue payments on time? There you go. And a lot of people don't, or they do, but they don't. They live outside their means. And that's what I'm saying. Like, the universe will sometimes bless you. Like, when it comes to receiving, it could be a curse or a blessing when you receive things. A lot of people receive things, and it is a blessing to those who are fully prepared. But when you get them, you're like, oh my God, things are happening. Oh, yeah, because you got what you asked for, but there's a lesson in that. You got it to teach you something, even outside of feeling good, because you wasn't really ready for that. But because the universe, like I said, is a menu, regardless of what you ask for, whether it's good or positive, the universe have to bring it to you. That's what I said, that magic works. There's no if it doesn't work. No, it does work. And the bigger you want something, the more you have to put into it. You can sit and say, I want to go from making $0 to $100,000 a year and expect to do one candle once a month. And for that to happen, you got to put in work. You can't say for the past 5 years, your life has been miserable, that you've been going through stuff, and do only one candle or do work for 1 month and expect things to happen. It's a process. That's why I like I said, in my mind, when people be like, yeah, we did the work a month ago and nothing hasn't happened yet. And how long were you dealing with this before we did the work? 7 years? So you're going to reverse 7 years in 1 month? Magic is magic, or you don't go against Father Time. Okay, can we talk about it? You are manipulating energy with magic. You're not manipulating time. You're manipulating energy, not time. Okay, so 7 years, and you say in a month you want to see that flip around? Because you got 7 years of your thoughts that 7 years, your body changes 7 years. In 7 years, you're a whole new person. So now you got to retrain your body. You got to retrain your actions. You got to retrain yourself to be in that space to manifest what it is you're asking for. You think in 1 month that's going to happen? It takes 21 days to start to break a habit. It takes 90 days to build a new one. That's 3 months continuous, consistent with doing something to change something. So you think in 30 days, girl, well, it's been 30 days. So I haven't noticed nothing yet. But you were dealing with that for 7 years. I want you to absorb that for a minute. You were dealing with that for 7 years. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 times 7. How many days is that? Well, I mean, let's pull up the calculator on that. Let's pull up the calculator on that. I think the calculator will tell us what that is. Okay, so we're gonna go 365. Okay, we're gonna go 365, and we're gonna go times 7. 2,555 days that you were dealing with this situation, because you were always thinking about it, sis. You was. And then all of a sudden, you think 30 days is going to turn that around. Which number is greater, 2,555 or 30? Even if you broke 255 down into hours, because we're not thinking of actual days, we're thinking of time. There's 24 hours in a day. Okay. So you would have to think of this for 20 Oh shit, you have things that I think that would actually be equivalent to that. Okay, about 3 months. Yes. So this would be right. You would have to think about this for about 3 months. That's 2100, 2160 for 24 hours. 24 hours, honey. 24 hours. You would have to think of this for yeah, like I said, it'd be close to 90 days. So either way, honey, girl, you think that you need to what? 30 days is it's over? And you have to be consistent. You're not consistent. Consistency is what brings you your results. You know, when I took my driver's test and I never drove a day in my life, even I've never got behind the wheel. Not as a teenager. If I didn't have my license, I didn't want to get behind no wheel. None of that, honey. My brother did something at 15. I learned my lesson. I would never, I said I was not going to do that. But going into that, when I passed my test the first time with the written test and behind the wheel test, people were like, that's not right because it took me 3 times for the written test and it took me twice for the behind the wheel. And I know I'm smarter than you. And I thought to myself, well, maybe, but the fact is that it took me only one time and it took you several times, says that I actually retained what I learned. And retaining means that you actually absorbed. So when I was studying how to drive, I read the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over for 2 weeks. 2 weeks, the same thing over and until I got tired of seeing the damn words. I was seeing the words in everything I watch. If I watch TV, I watch uh in residential, if it's 25 miles per hour, what's the fastest you could go? Like I was seeing that in Walmart, and I'm like, ooh, girl, I'm tripping. Let me go to bed. Like I was seeing these words everywhere. The same thing with magic. You have to be in that all the time, all the time. And we're not talking about dwelling on that because it's totally different. You do and you let go. Things manifest quickly when you let it go. But oh well, hey, is it gonna come today? Spirit is gonna come today. Spirit is gonna come today. Spirit, hey, I woke up this morning. Spirit is gonna come today. Spirit is gonna come. Spirit, hello. Can you give me a sign mother's coming? Like I had some people every day were emailing me, hey girl, Spirit showed me a sign that this is coming to fruition. And it's like, who are you trying to prove? I mean, you're that's telling me that you didn't trust me. That's telling me that you didn't believe in the work that we're doing. So you just wasting your time and energy, and this is why it's not happening for you. And I'm not cutting in, but there's people that have said that and now they're looking stupid. Yeah, you don't need to be asking spirit to show you no damn sign, girl. You did the work, you know it's gonna manifest. What should be our spirit is show me when it's gonna manifest. Ain't no give me a sign that this is going to work today, spirit. What the hell spirit gotta prove to you anything for? When they helped people years before, your ancestors were worshiping certain spirits. What the hell they gotta prove anything to you for? You should be proving yourself to them because they don't know you. They be like, girl, who the hell are you? And that's why shit ain't manifest because y'all try to spirit. Can you prove to me that this is working? They're like, yeah, yeah, I'm gonna stop working with you. I'll prove to you that it's working. Bye. Then you wonder, well, what happened? Something was going on at first, Mystic, but after a while, things stopped working. Yeah, because you were checking in with Spirit. Spirit don't like to be checked in on, just like I don't like to be checked in on, girl. If I tell you it takes me 3 weeks to do the work, wait for hear back from me in 3 weeks, baby girl. I don't need no hey, 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 who, hey, 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 what's going on? Hey, 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 girl, I woke up today, my left foot was itching. What that mean? Hey, 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 girl, my keys were in the freezer and I don't remember taking it there. Hey, 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 girl, my baby ate a penny. Does that mean something? Because you said that Ganesha in Oshun like pennies. Does that mean that Ganesha's coming through? I was like, what? Were you asking this question before you started doing spiritual work? Because you were paying that attention to spirit before you did the work. You already had what you were asking for. Girl, Miss Thing. Oh, God, I just want to adjust this wig right now. But I'm trying to be calm. I don't. I. Oh, we want to keep it cute and respectful. Mm. Go to bed, girl. Listen. Good morning, Lakers pod, honey. Laika. Yes, honey. Lakers pod, honey. Listen, y'all, I'm done. I got my steamers in the microwave right now. I need to go eat the steamers and drink my hibiscus tea, my hibiscus and berry tea. Y'all know what I got today? Oh my God. I can show y'all. They have this new facial mask, y'all. It's made from cactus and cloudberry. And I can smell it through the package. Listen. I'm going to tell you what this does, honey. But you put this on your face. It's water gel mask. Of course, it's hydrating and brightening to nourish your skin. It's a leave-on mask. I guess you don't peel it off. Oh, this is more like a moisturizer. Yeah, this is more like a moisturizer. I didn't read that, honey. Oh, you do rinse it off. You do rinse it off. Mm-hmm. Listen, take care of that body, honey. You only have one. Feed those cells. Thank you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I hear him. He said, he said, what do you want? I think he's trying to tell me it's time for me to get up off here. It's time for me to get off here, y'all. Let me go, honey. You back? You have to go eat breakfast. Oh, listen, you about to go eat breakfast. I'm about to go eat my midnight snack. It's pasta. Oh! I'll be up for a few more hours, honey. Today was the full moon thing I did. Felt good. Energy's great. Y'all know. Y'all know how the full moon gives me, honey. Great energy, full moon. And yeah. And I'll be coming back next week or this week, excuse me, to do some more videos on some very important things. Yeah, honey. So shout out to you all. Do I taste that good? What I taste like? I want to try. What I taste like? Listen, y'all. Let me go. You want to become a fruitarian? Mr. Leo is a fruitarian. Okay, come on, Liquor Spot. I want to know what I taste like, honey. Listen, Liquor Spot. Mr. Leo J Too Funny is a fruitarian. He has a flat stomach. Fruits are anti-inflammatory. Fruits and vegetables are anti-inflammatories. Yeah, you become fruitarian, honey. Honey, you will have no inflammation. Kid you not. Kid you not. Yes. Do I take? Well, you know what? I have some hot Cheetos too. I have some too. Shout out to hot Cheetos. I'm about to give y'all a call. Can I call Chester? It says guaranteed fresh is 1-800. It says something about comments and stuff. I'm gonna write y'all. Where y'all at? Oh my God, y'all in Plano, Texas. Can I do a visit out there? I've been hot Cheetos. I've been supporting y'all since I was a little girl. I had my first bag of hot Cheetos at 5 years old. I kid you not. I was 5 years old when I first tasted hot Cheetos. It was so good. And ever since then, I was hooked on hot Cheetos. And I just want to say, I want to do a tour because you guys have helped me. You've been there for me. You were like a second parent to me. You raised me into the woman that I am today. Oh, everything's a hot Chester. Chester better not be a molester though, because usually Chesters are molesters. But Chester Cheetah, thank you for making some awesome flavored chips. I think I'm gonna have one of them now, actually. I think I'm gonna have another one. I'm sorry. Can I just have one more? Even my baby likes hot Cheetos. Watch this. You want some hot Cheetos, baby? Even he likes some hot Cheetos. Look, he's getting his first hot Cheetos. There you go. See? Come on. Even the dogs like Cheetos. Cheetos, I'm calling you today. I'm giving you a call. I want to come out there and see y'all because even my baby like hot Cheetos. He's been raised on hot Cheetos since he was 3 weeks old. You damn right he gets hot Cheetos. If it's good for me, it's good for him, honey. How? You never ate your dog food neither? Girl, bye. I've tasted my dog's food. Listen, if he gonna eat it, I'm gonna see what it tastes like first. Ain't that right? If he gonna eat it, I'm gonna see what it tastes like before I feed it to him. If you can't eat your dog food, girl, then you should be feeding it to your dog. Let me let me go. Okay, come on, get your bag. Come on. Yes, come on, yes. It could be, or it could be that your ancestors just ate fruits. Fruits are very hydrating. Watermelon is one of the most hydrating. In Americas, watermelon was a fruit that a lot of field workers would eat. And then in the Caribbean, you have coconuts, where it keeps you hydrated, it gives you energy and stuff. So it could be, it could be. Also, if you're craving fruits, maybe your body is craving certain minerals and vitamins. It could be that too. Like I said, in fruits, there's minerals. Different fruits have different minerals and vitamins in them, and maybe your body is craving that. Just like it's water. Maybe you don't drink enough water. You should be drinking half your body weight in ounces. So if you're 210 pounds, you should be drinking 105 ounces a day, and that's to keep proper flushing out. I think that's possible, but you just got to plan that shit out, and then of course it becomes a habit. Come on, honey. Come on, honey. Good morning. Come on, Laker Spot. Oh, okay. She said good morning, Ivy. Come on, honey. Mm. Get that bag, Air Boost. Listen, I don't want to eat too much because you know what I bought me today. You know what I bought me? Ah! Oh my God. You know what I'm going to have before I go to bed? Yes. Almond milk and Oreo cookies. And look, he thinks he getting some. And it says, always made with real cocoa. So I don't want to eat too much hot Cheetos because hot Cheetos and Oreos do not mix. Trust me. But I will be, having Oreos and almond milk before I go to bed. Shout out to me. I've been so good on my cleanse. And now it's ready to put things back within. Hello! Look at him. He think he getting something. What? You know I'm talking to YouTube, don't you? You think I'm talking to myself? Hmm. It's like he try to smell my energy. Do y'all dogs do that? I notice when I talk to him, he'll inhale harder to pull in something, and then he knows if he could proceed or not. If you do something bad, like I made up my bed yesterday. Quick story: made up my bed, left out my room. I left him in the room. I wasn't thinking, and I come back and pillows are thrown all over the bed, sheets are on the floor, and I'm just like, what the hell is good? I thought I lost my mind for a minute. So I stepped back into the bathroom and I'm looking around the corner, and the mother is in here rolling around to rub his scents on the bedding, rolling through the pillows and rolling through the sheets and I said, oh, hell no. Come around the corner. I said, oh, hell no. And he's like, he's just, he was freaking stiff. He was stiff like a statue. And I said, get out. And he was like, and he started walking so slow. And before while he's doing this slow little walk, I don't know what kind of walk that was. He's like smelling like, oh, this bitch is mad, honey. And he starts walking slow. And then he didn't want to turn his back from me, honey. Because dogs, they don't do that. He wanted to make sure he saw me the whole time. So when I went up and I said, hurry, because he said, I said, bitch, you better get the hell up out of this damn room right now, bitch. Because I'm not playing, bitch. I will use one of these sheets to wrap your ass up in this sheet, girl. Get the hell out. So then he get out and he have no to have an attitude at me because you in here messing up my bed. I didn't make up my damn bed for you to have fun in and just Miss Thing, you bored. You need a pet. You need something to play with, honey. You a little bored, honey. And it's like, who taught him how to do that? Who taught him how to roll around in blankets and pillows and stuff? And he watched me make that bed up too. He sat there and he watched. He set his ass down and he watched me. He watched me fluff the pillows up, put the sheets and put the pillows in the pillowcase. He saw me put the fitted sheet on the mattress. He saw me put the other sheet down, that sheet on top of that sheet. And I'll be damn, I step out for 10 seconds. And this 10-pound mini pincher that messed up the whole damn bed like a grown man that came in my damn room and had a playtime in my damn bed. Then gotta talk about get him a girlfriend so he can teach her how to he could teach her how to roll around in my damn bed too. Cause at that point, honey, I'll be at that point, I'll be wrangling them up. I'll be wrangling them both up, honey. I'll be mollywopping them both up out of here. Don't I'll mollywop them both the hell up out of here, honey. You and her. You first, then her next, okay? Let me go because he falling out. He ready for me to leave. Eh, listen, y'all, I'm gonna go because he falling out now. He going crazy. He's having a temper tantrum now. So, something is going on with him. He's having a temper tantrum right now, honey. Let me go. Let me go, honey. Yes, honey. You like the mint Oreos? Ugh. That happened to you with the cats. They do see energy fields. Well, listen, Adrian, he knows when that energy field is thrown the hell off. I'm telling you, he done saved some people's life too. I won't put too much out there, but he saved some people's life. Y'all know what I'm talking about too, honey. He saved some people's life, girl. Cause honey, girl, my old waves was coming back like, girl, electrical companies calling them, getting that cut off, calling the people that own that apartment, get that, da, 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 go to like all these ideas were storming through my head, and he'll end up doing something to take my mind off of that, and I totally forget. Like, what was I gonna do? So that's all I'm going to say, honey. He saved some situations. He's even given floor washes, honey. Negative energy, girl. When I was about to get ready and get on my negative teas, girl, he poured that water, honey, all over my feet. Again, I said, ooh, you know. So he's in helper. He's in helper, honey. I don't know what he's trying to help now, though, honey. He over here. You already went outside to go pee. You don't got to go outside again. You don't got to go again. No. Damn. You always got to go outside. Don't other dogs go outside? How many times y'all dogs go outside to go pee? This dog got to go outside 5 damn times a day to go pee. His bladder is the size of my damn fist, and he got to go outside to go pee 5 times a day. Mystic, what? I need to get his ass a diaper. Get him a diaper, honey. He needed a damn diaper. Anyway. Yes, it's better to eat vegetables raw or cook them for only 2 minutes except for greens. Greens, collard greens, you can cook them. I would say 8 to 12 hours. Don't overdo it. Some people I know let their greens cook all day. You don't cook all the nutrients out of them. But yeah, you want to cook your vegetables no more than 2 minutes, and steaming will be good too. Yeah. Fruitarians are the way when people die raw. Come on, honey. Yes. Oh, yes. Potatoes is very toxic when raw. Come on, Lakers pod. Yes, honey. You should always cook potatoes. Yes. Raw potatoes are yes. It's like onions and garlic too. Once you cut open onions, you're supposed to use it all or don't use it all. I grew up where people would actually cut off half of the onion and then put the rest up for later. That makes you sick because onions build up bacteria on them. People don't know that, but you're supposed to use the whole onion. My hair's starting to come in on my arm right here, and I could feel the hair coming in. I hate that. It's like your pubes and stuff too. After you've eaten, honey, the hair start coming and you start getting itchy. Underarms too. When the hair start growing, and you're just like, Oh, they come and go as they please in an apartment. Well, listen, how do you let them go out and go pee by themselves? Oh, when you lived in an apartment, but now you live in a house, they come and go. See? Well, listen, he got to go out there a little too much for me. I said I might need a dog walker because I'll be in the middle of doing some twerk sessions. I'll be like, come on, hey, touch the hose, touch the knees, hey, play the dogs and shake it, please. Oh, all of a sudden, honey, you see him jump up on here right here, and he be like, "Meow," messing up the whole damn show. And I'm like, oh my God, what? And he's like, and it's like, oh my God, Miss Thing. Anyway, listen. Oh, now you have a garden. They better not pee on. Do they pee on those vegetables and fruits? Mm. They better not. Yeah, I need to eat, honey. I need to clean up a little bit too tonight. That's why I wanted to go get this, honey. This is Penalex Max. This is called Fruit Blossom, y'all. Oh my God, y'all. This smells like honey. It smells like apples. It smells like pears. It smells like nectarines. It smells like apricots. It smells like everything, honey. I'm gonna clean up with this. See, that's what you gotta clean up, honey. Another thing I got too, lemon scented Panalan, honey. See? Mmm, smells so good, honey. Cleanse, cleanse, cleanse. Floral to attract, bitter to get rid of, honey. Hello. Yes, honey. Ooh, I just love smelling this, honey. Let me go before y'all see my addiction, honey. Smelling Penalex and fabric softeners and stuff. Like this right here. This is my favorite fabric softener. Ensueño. Yes, honey. We like ensueño. Yes, we do. And it is with Violet Banquets, honey. You just twist off the little top like this. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. And this lasts for 35 days. And it really does work, y'all. I kid you not. Um, you know, you know what I mean? Maybe that's why I don't have to put on deodorant because my clothes smell good all the time. I don't know. My panties, we always got to put on clean panties, honey. Hello. And yes, this smells really good. They have the red one too, roses. They got the oatmeal. They got the you go to Dollar Tree, get the small one. This is $5. But I like this right here, honey. You pour just a little bit of this in your clothes when it's in the thing, honey. Just a little bit, girl. See, like this, you just pour just a little bit too. Like, look at that lavender color, girl. Oh my God, just pour it in there like that, honey. Just a little bit goes a long way like that. Look, ooh, girl. I can't wait to do my damn laundry tomorrow. Let me go, honey. Let me go because I'm getting too damn excited, honey. Let me go clean up something, girl. Let me go. Let me go clean up some tea, honey. Anyway, now I gotta go wash my hands, honey. Listen, y'all, let me go, honey. Hi, Larry. Yes, good morning, Larry. Yes, you're off to work, Larry, huh? Liquor spot. Liquor spot. You so crazy. You are so crazy. Yes, good morning, honey. Oh, wow. You're at work now. Oh, wow. Wednesday, Larry. I need you to email me. Let me know when you're available on Wednesday. Same thing with Dad. Email me. Let me know if you're available on Wednesday. When you're available on Wednesday. Um, Listen. There's people that have gardens outside the damn apartment. I thought about I should try that. Shout out to my sister, honey, out there in Vegas, honey. She's growing her own vegetables inside her damn kitchen, and I'm like, whoa. That's why I can't wait to move, y'all. Listen, we'll be talking about that down the line. That's why I'm waiting for Little Mer. Hello? I'm waiting for Little Mer and Julie. We've been waiting since June. What's going on? Little Mer and Julie. Hello? I got my camera over here waiting, honey. When Little Mer and Julie come over here, honey, we got our camera right here, honey. When When they coming? Hello. Anyway. Anyway, God, let me go, y'all. Let me go eat, honey. Let me go drink, honey. Juliana, she wasn't able to come over here and see me, girl. She said, "What is your thing?" I'm gonna have to email it to. I'm gonna have to email her. Let me right now. Anyway, honey, be careful what your energy is feeding. Okay, going into and even that whole fearful stuff. A lot of people got to instill fear in you in order for things to work. And I'll save that for the other class I'm gonna do because I'm gonna do a class on something very special. Spirit actually gifted me some things that normally cost $5. Believe it or not, they actually sold it to me for $1.29. I said, "What?" I was prepared to spend $20, and when they said $1.29, I said, "Girl, is that the right price?" And she said, "Yeah." I said, "Okay, I'm not gonna argue with you, Miss Thing, because it says $4.99, but okay, girl, we go ahead and scan it on through, Miss Thing. Go ahead, give it to me for $1.29, and you better." Miss Thing, I heard about that store too. Just in case they said, "Wait a minute, come on back. We marked those wrong." I know the hell you didn't buy. Listen, you two, and that is a bargain. I'll show y'all what I'm talking about too. You're gonna gag. I'm almost thinking about going in the morning to see if I get the same price. I'm thinking about going in the morning to go get the same price. So they open up at 10 o'clock. I said, let me go in there and see if they're gonna give me the same price. Okay. Okay, fear don't live here anymore. Hey, come on. Love is vacant. Is it love is vacancy? Fear don't live here anymore. I think it's love don't live here, but we're gonna I'm gonna end this with a song, honey. Y'all remember that song? We're gonna change the words to fear. Can we change the word to fear? Can we look up the lyrics? Hey, fear, don't fear you. Hey, fear, time rushes on. And it's not fair. Wait, I know I'm off, bitch. Let me go to the fear don't fear you anymore. Fear no more. What is this? This don't sound. This don't sound like the right song. Who sing that song? Madonna. Rose Royce. Oh, that's gonna be my spiritual name. Mystic Rose Royce. Hi, everybody, and thank you for tuning in to Mystic Rose Royce. Yes, honey, Rose Royce. Let's talk about it, girl. Let me change my name to that. I gotta go, girl. Everybody got all these high ass names, girl. Let me go and change my name to Rose Royce. Mystic Rose Royce. How? Anyway, y'all. Let me go. Have I got some new candles? What do you mean by that? You too, Larry. Yes, it is. You abandoned me. So did Madonna did Madonna do another one? I think that's Madonna's. There's a vacancy. I thought it's something like that, honey. Oh, it is Madonna. Madonna said, okay, Madonna is the verse I'm looking at. You abandoned me. Fear don't live here anymore. Come on, bye, fear. Just a vacancy. Fear don't live here anymore. By fear, by fear. Oh, when you lived inside of me, there was nothing I could conceive that you wouldn't do for me. Come on, fear. You had me infertile, right? Sterile. Hello, that you wouldn't do for me. Trouble seems so far away. You changed that right away, baby. Come on, Madonna. I'm about to listen to this song right now. You abandoned me. Fear don't live here anymore. Just a vacancy. Fear don't live here anymore. Come on, honey. I feel like I'm putting a Cher mix to it. I feel like I'm singing Cher, Madonna, and a little bit of Sylvester all twined up in one. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Hello! What is that transgender 1920 singer? Y'all know who I'm talking about. There was a transgender singer from the 1920s, y'all. A black transgender singer. Transgender. For those of you who say that transgenders are new, I want to educate you about something, honey. Transgender. Y'all know who I'm talking about too. Y'all know who I'm talking about, girl. 1940s. Was it the 40s? Print out her in her videos, honey. Actually, is it Billy Tipton? Was it Billy Tipton? Okay, it was Billy Tipton. Oh, and the correct term is him. Okay, he was actually born female. You know about Billy Tipton, honey? I know there's another one. I feel like that's not enough. I feel like there's something else, honey. But Jackie Shane, yes, come on, Billy. You got Billy Tipton, who was a trans. Oh man, come on, girl. We knew Miss Thing. 1940s. Yes, honey. Billy Tipton, born Dorothy Lucille Tipton, was a notable American jazz musician and bandleader who lived as a man in all aspects of his life from the 1940s until his death. 1940s, girl. We've been here. 1940s. How many of you out there were born in 1940s? Jackie Shane, honey. Jackie Shane is an American former soul and rhythm blues singer who was the prominent local music scene of Toronto, Ontario, Canada in 1960. She is best known for Angle. Is this the right one I'm speaking of? I don't know if I'm speaking about that one. Oh, it is. It is Jackie Shane. Jackie Shane was born May 15, 1940. Shout out to Taurus. Yes, come on, Taurus. An American former soul and rhythm singer, yes, who was most prominent in the local music scene of Toronto, Ontario, Canada, 1960s. She is best known for the single Any Other Way, which was a regional top hit in Toronto in 1962 and a modest national chart hit across Canada in 1967. Come on now. Originally from Nashville, Tennessee. She was from Nashville, Tennessee, y'all. Shout out to my Tennessee people out there, honey. Dolly Parton, I love you. Smoke Mountain Dolly Parton. Sacrifice, honey. Come on. Shane moved to Montreal, Quebec, was a saxophonist. King Herbert Wicketecker invited a young Shane along to watch the popular band Frank Motley and his Motley crew at the Esquire Show bar. Shane showed up and sat down near the front when Motley said, "Get the kid up here and let's see what he can do." Oh, I guess this is pre-transitioning, huh? The Pounders Curly British invited Shane and still presenting as a man. Oh yeah, Shane was presented as a man during this time. I know that is right. You better work it, honey. You know, we got Little Richard too, Miss Thing, but she says she's a gender queer girl. She says she's heterosexual, honey. She says she's heterosexual and she like her some boo boom. I know that's right, honey. Go ahead and be a flaming queen, honey, up until you're about 80. Then you say that you don't want it. Oh, I know that's right. It reminds me a lot of actors stuff too. Actors and in rappers and stuff. For 50 years, y'all out here sleeping and slamming, going to Dubai, going over here to Brazil, sleep with all these women and men, and slipping and slandering all over the place. And then all of a sudden, you get older. Then it's I love the Lord. I read the Bible now. You got loons. He became Muslim. You got all these people, and it's just like, girl. I would too if I done tried everything. I would say I changed too. Yes, you don't lived everything. You don't had everything. You don't been on. Let me go. Let me go. Go. Love and light, peace and blessings. You don't listen to Madonna? I love Madonna. We love Madonna, honey. Hey, Madonna. Madonna, call me, girl. Madonna never gonna call me. Madonna, you gonna call me? I love Madonna, honey. Some of what would you call them? My gay uncles in her music video, honey. Willie Ninja. Hey, Willie, or the family of the ninjas, the House of Ninjas, honey. Oh, Pinzavas. That's House of Extravaganza. Yes. Come on, honey. Listen. Okay. Some of those, hey, they wanted me to be in a house so bad, honey. I won't do the houses, but I love y'all, honey. Revlon, I know. I like some Revlon people too. Not all. Some of y'all wanted to fight, girl. Ebony, good. Balenciaga, yes. Balenciaga, West Coast chapter. Hey, y'all. Miss Rahi, yes. Let me go. Let me go, y'all. But I love me some Madonna. I just like a lot of the candles you pick out from being curious. I love candles. Me too. I'm addicted to candles. Yes. I'll save this for I'll save this for the video that I'm gonna do. But I got a Capricorn goat candle. And I'm gonna break this down in the video I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tell you something about this, which a lot of people don't know. And I was gonna do that tonight, but I had another plan. But believe it or not, this is one of the candles. I went to go get more candles like this, and these candles are $5 over here. They only charged me $1.29. I kid you not. And I thought, when my total came up to $8, like this was $5. Okay, this was $5. When they told me 8.29 and I got or 8 something, and I got 3 of these candles, I was like, I said, I'm not gonna ask a damn question, Miss Thing, because they normally $5. So I went to another place which they had nothing. But yeah, we got us a little Capricorn zodiac candle here. And you see the colors here. You see the colors it's working with. We're gonna go over that, honey. This is gonna get lit on Tuesday. The power of the goat. Yes, the power of the goat, goat, goat. The power of the goat. GOATT. 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 The power of the goat. The power of the goat. GOATT. And there's a lot of people that are just so misinformed about that. You know, they're misinformed about a lot of stuff, just like the Baphomet. You know, they're so misinformed. And it's just like, you better get this energy together, sis. Okay, let me go, honey. So what, Tasha? Tasha, you want me to make you you want me to address a goat candle for you? What? You want, oh God, why does it look like that? You want me to dress a goat candle for you? They be out. They be out. I said we must got a lot of Capricorns over here, Cancers over here, and Sagittarius is over here. Which that's why I gagged when Air Boost and a lot of you said a Sagittarius man would be good for you. Every man that I meet over here are either Pisces or they're Sagittariuses. And I'm not a fan of Sagittariuses, the man's Sagittarians, right? Or Sagittarians. And I'm not a fan of Pisceans, not the man. Now they're great to have fun with. Yeah, Pisces man is good to have sexual fun with. But in a relationship, I'll pass. Same thing with a Sagittarius man. They like to party. Sagittarius women like to party too. They're a little too party-ish, honey. Hey, we had fun. I know you did, honey. I wouldn't trust no Sagittarius woman around my man. No, I'm playing. Ow! Anyway, Billy Tipton, come on, honey. Come on, Tasha. Tasha, you know about that, Yes. Yes. One tonight, girl. They don't sell. That's what I'm about to go tomorrow. I kid you not. I'm about to go grab 2 more. I swear to you, Airbus. In the morning, soon as I wake up, brush my teeth, girl. I'm be getting dressed. I'm going out there. Oh shit, no. I gotta wait for UPS to come. But when they come after them, I'm gonna hop my ass and make my merry way over there. I'm gonna grab like we're gonna test that. We're gonna grab 5 of them. And then when they say, oh my God, it's only 120, I'm gonna say 129. Oh shoot, I forgot to grab 3 more. Maybe I'll grab 2 when they scale 129. I'm gonna say, shit, I forgot to grab 5 more. I'm not even gonna tell y'all what store I'm going to neither, because some of y'all from my city, y'all might try to go out there and beat me to it. No, the hell you not. Not a chance, as Oprah said. Not a chance. Not a chance, Oprah. Anyway, y'all, let me go. Pan satire energy. Come on now. You're a Capricorn. You're in the cusp of a Capricorn. You horny goat. You horny goat. But what I love about this is I'll save that for the video. Oh, see, I was about to go into it. Let me go. Let me go, y'all. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. 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 I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. 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 Hey, let me go. 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 I guarantee you, what I'm going to talk about is going to change your lives. Guarantee you. Guarantee you. You'll be calling me for some more tea, girl. We're gonna talk about some tea, honey. I guess we'll start off with that, honey. You're a Capricorn rising. Oh wow. Capricorns are really family orientated, honey. Edibles, you got any kids? Tasha, you got any kids? Usually, if they don't have kids, they have somebody else's kids. Usually, Capricorns, they don't have kids, they help raising other people's kids. You got any kids? You said the Cancer X. You better ground those cancers out. Matter of fact, cancers need to be grounded. Water signs need to be grounded, period. But listen, you don't got no kids. Okay, see, you're a teacher. See? So you got other people's kids. See that right there? See? You don't got no kids, you got other people's kids. See right there? Let me go. Listen, y'all, I'm gonna eat. I'm hungry, y'all. Listen, love and light, love and light. Yes, love and light, love and light. Let's go. Ooh, ooh, let's go, love and light. Ooh, ooh, let's go, love and light. Ooh. As y'all know, I've been listening to music all weekend long. Let me go. Love and light, honey. You have 306 kids in my program. Come on, Capricorn is the old wise wizard. Come on now. Well, of course, Capricorns is ruled by also Saturn. Saturn is considered the first sun in our solar system, actually. It's the old sun. That's why when I see this stuff about Saturn worship, I'm like, your ancestors worship Saturn? What makes you so different from them? Hell, if you believe in past life or real life, reincarnating, honey, you worship Saturn as well. Oh, I got a story to tell about that. Anyway, let me go, y'all. Come on, Lord Tasha. Okay, 306 damn kids. Chow. You said chow wrong. It's CIAO. Do O believe that the earth is flat on the firmament? I don't know if the world is flat, but I know there's a firmament above us because the Bible says there's a firmament. Are you ready? You ready for this proof? You ready for this proof? Are you ready for this proof? Are you ready for this proof? Ooh, 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 ooh. Now, this is proof that there is. I'm going to go back to the book of Genesis because that's what it's in, but I want to go back to Genesis 1. And you already know what you already know what Genesis is, right? Or Genesis. You know what Genesis means? The building of the genes, the process of genes, and it can also mean tampering of genes. That's when genes were reinvented. Because remember, before Adam and Eve, there was other civilizations here. Okay, let's get into it. Adam and Eve was not the first people to walk this planet. Can we talk about it? Hell, Eve wasn't even Adam's first wife. Either way, let's get up off it. In the beginning, grab your Bibles before we go. Genesis 1:1-6 says, in the beginning, God created heaven and earth, and the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. Deep means waters, if you don't know that. Like they say, the deep blue. Like they say, the deep blue, that means the deep waters. So they're saying there was water here. That's what it says. Come on. It says there was water here, and the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. And God said, let there be light. And there was light. That's when the sun came about. And God saw the light, that it was good. And God divided the light from the darkness. Now we're talking about midnight. Hello. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning were the first day. And God said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters. That means there was water. Hello, come on. And something separated water from water. Hello. So the firmament, if you don't know what that means, I want you to look it up. So the Bible speaks about, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, that let it. Wait a minute. Let me show you. Let me show you. I got to show you this. This is what I learned in my spiritual conquest when I first learned about the firmament in the Bible. Can we talk about it? And God said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters. And God made the firmament and divided the waters which was under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so. And believe it or not, when the great flood happened, it says that the firmament was open, the windows of heaven was open, and water was pouring down. Heaven is above. Can we talk about it? And God called the firmament heaven. Come on now. The windows of heaven open. Look up the flood in the book of Enoch and in the Bible. The windows of heaven opened and waters began pouring in. Can we talk about it? So the firmament was heaven, and the evening and the morning were the second day. And God said, let the waters under the heaven be gathered together to one place, and let the dry land appear. So that means earth rose up out of these waters. Something, or the water subsided. Either way, it is what it is. Earth came about that damn water. Can we talk about it? And even if you look up right now, they have shown that we have ancient lakes and rivers in America and other parts of the world that was connected at one point in time. You got waters flowing through the south, like the Mississippi River. Can we talk about it? That was once connected to ancient bodies of water and still is, like the Red Sea. Can we talk about it? Nobody talks about that though. If you took geology in earth science, you would know about this stuff, honey. In prehistoric, you study prehistoric waters, you would know about this stuff. Okay. And God said, let the earth bring forth grass and herbs yielding seed, and the fruit tree yielding fruit after its kind, who seeded itself upon the earth, and it was so. And the earth brought forth grass and herbs yielding seed after its kind. See, you need to eat fruits and vegetables that have seeds, because that's what's going to restore you. Hello. And the tree yielding fruit, whose seed was in itself after its kind. And God thought it was good. And the evening and the morning were the third day. And God said, let there be lights in the firmaments of the heaven to divide the day from the night, the moon and the sun. And let there be for signs and for seasons and for days and years. And let there be for lights in the firmament of the heavens to give light upon the earth. And it was so. And God made two great lights. The greater light ruled the day, and the lesser light ruled the night. That is the moon. He made the stars also. See, they say that the sun is a star. That's what man says. Sometimes what the scripture says. Excuse me. That's not what the scripture says. Scripture doesn't say that. Give me 1 minute, y'all. He wants some water. I hope y'all can't see me. I got screen share on, but you never know. Something might pop up or pop out. If you catch that drift. Hello! Something might pop up or pop out, honey. If you catch that drift, girl, something might pop up or pop out. And depends on, that might be your cup of tea or not. But I don't know and I don't care. So, and God set them in a firmament of heaven to give a light upon the earth. See, I tell y'all this right now. There is a firmament, and I think there's two layers. I think that the moon and the sun is in between a layer. Can we talk about it? And I think the planets are beyond that layer. That's why we see water. And I won't go into that. and to rule over the day and over the night, and to divide the light from the darkness. God said it was good. Okay, he said that. And God said, let the waters bring forth abundantly the moving creature that hath life, and the fowl that may fly above the earth in the open firmament of heaven. And they also did studies too and said before the great flood, everything was bigger. So there's pressure above us after the great flood, because it was opened, that caused us to shrink, and a lot of stuff to change, even our DNA. Because the Egyptians said we had over 306 senses. Now, like I said, I'll save that for another time. I won't go too much into that, because it is what it is. But now we only use 5 of our senses, but we had 306 senses. Can we talk about it? So something happened. And God bless him, saying, be fruitful, multiply. Okay, so what I want to show y'all is the Hebrew I'm gonna see if this comes up. It should come up. Come on. Ancient Hebrew conception of the universe. The ancient Israelites divided the world into heaven, earth, sea, and the underworld. Now, here we go. Okay. So you have a sky above the skies. And I told y'all I had a very crazy dream at 12 years old. And this dream shook me. And as I got older and I start learning about this stuff, I knew that it was true. Okay. So there is a sky above the water. So think of the ocean. Think of the ocean above the ocean, and we're above the ocean, right? And you see, if you look out, you see a light over. Okay, you see a light over the water. That's what it is like. From what I saw, and even what this is showing, that literally there's water, there's a sky above that water, and above that sky, there's a consciousness there. So we're beneath the waters of the waters. So going into this, it shows that there's heaven of heavens, heavens, okay? And then it shows right here, the gate of heaven. Okay, you extend through there. The waters above the firmament, and you see the firmament is like a wall, some type of jelly, right? And then you see the windows and doors of heaven, which that's where the water came through the flood. You have the moon there. You got the stars there, which is inside. You have the sun there, because they believe that the moon and sun is the same distance, because it looks like the same shape according to us. But let them tell it. It's because the moon is closer outside the bull crap, but it is what it is. And then you have earth, you have the mountains, you have the seas, you have Sheol, which is where the unconscious people go. They said the dead people go. And I tell you, I believe that, because when you have intercourse, I feel like you're conjuring up spirits. That's why they say incarnation. Incarnation is going to happen until, I think, the final of all finals, whenever that happens, because it is what it is. But either way, I won't go into that. Then you have the sea, you have the foundations of heaven, which when there are earthquakes, or they say there's rises in water, I think something happens to the water above us. That's why we're seeing strange things in the sky. And as we see the sky change, we see earth changes, because when things are happening above the firmament, so does it below the firmament. That's why it says as above, so below. There's water beneath and there's water above. So when there's something going on above the water above us, that's why we see these stars. People claim they see 2 suns and all this other stuff, because something is happening beneath us. Okay. So when there's earthquakes, there are pillars, foundations of the earth, which is considered the pillars, shake. Now, the great deep is where they say, even the Bible says the bottomless of the bottomless pit is water. There's pure darkness down there. And something that's even creepy that I'm only going to bring up really just very small. I was having a conversation with one of my sisters from Memphis. Shout out to Memphis, Tennessee. I'll be there. And we were talking about them going into the ocean. And when they go into the ocean, they said that they got so far down there that they saw these star-like creatures, like they were twinkling. Okay, these creatures were twinkling in the water, like they were like fluorescent, like they had all these beautiful colors. And you could Google this. Now, if you look into the sky from where we're at right now, you see these stars that twinkle. And according to scientists, those stars are no longer there. We're looking at the sky from the 1300s to the 1400s, but they're no longer there. Okay. So, what we were talking about is what happened if we're looking up, but we're actually looking so far up that we're actually looking so far below us. And that's why they can't go too far down. You know, like, so when they go to the ocean, they're seeing these creatures twinkle and shit. And what happened if that's what we're seeing above us? Like, there's no for sureness to that. We don't know that. There's no for sureness to, oh yeah, we're seeing that. Oh yeah, that's what that is. That's not a creature. So that was just something that we were thinking about. I was like, that is some weird, that is some deep stuff. Because you wouldn't know. Because the great deep is connected to the water that's above us. So you wouldn't know that. You know? And I don't know. That's just like I said, that's some decide. I know a lot of people they ain't gonna get that. They're not gonna receive that. They're gonna say, what that mean? What that mean? What that mean? But I don't know if the world is flat like this per se, but I do believe there's a firmament above the world. I do believe that. There's something above there. I do. I do believe there's something above there. I do, honey. And this tells you exactly. And this is ancient Hebrew. Ancient Hebrew. But I also feel like there's another firmament here. Like there's a firmament here. And I feel like when the moon is new, it's pressing against that firmament, if that makes sense. Like that's what I feel. And then I feel like I'll just keep it at that. I feel like there's another glass or something in front of here, something protecting right here. And this is why the sun will never come down and hit us, and the moon won't neither. And I feel like there's something there. And when it's a new moon, we don't see it because the moon has went up, it went up higher, right? As it gets full and stuff, it starts illuminating itself somehow, some way, and it comes closer to the glass. That's why it gives us a crescent look. Hello. Anyway, let me go. Girl, I gotta go, y'all. I've been here too long. I gotta go. Bye, honey. The world is not flat, but the world is not round. We're not on a ball spinning around, honey. If you think we're on a ball spinning around, then you probably believe that you come from Africa. You probably think that everybody that look like this is from Africa too, don't you? If you think the world is a spinning ball, you probably think that white and black are two different things. You need to do your research on your history, honey. Can we do a quick little thing before I go to? And I know this is gonna probably piss some people off. Vikings. Now, when you look at the word Vikings, you have Vikings. Now, people said that Egypt was, high society people, high civilized people, and they were. But I'm trying to step out of myself so this don't come off the wrong way. We all know that Jip means slave. 5 is freeing. VI in Roman numerals is what number? Can someone out there tell me what VI in Roman numerals mean? VI. VI. Do you know what VI means in Roman numerals? What number is VI? Come on, Tasha. Hello. So 4, okay, because you talk about the pyramids in Egypt. There's 4 sides to a pyramid. Okay, and I want you to stay with me very quickly. In Egypt, there was slavery. You had slave class, you had high status, etc., etc. 5 is freeing. It's freedom. It's liberty. It's liberating, right? Vikings is 6 kings, descendants of kings, and or after slavery, descendants of of the slaves. So thinking about that, I want you to just rest up on that for a minute and come up with your own conclusion of where I'm going with that. Even going into how, like I said before, a lot of people will say, I'm a Viking, I'm a Viking. And, they act like they're so different from other people. And, it is what it is. Like I said, so I want you to think about that for a minute. And, you go ahead and you think about that while I go ahead and go before I say the wrong thing or offend the wrong people. But just think about it for a minute. 4, Egypt. 5 is freeing. Something happened during that process. And then 6, bam. So let me go. Love and light, love and light, love and light. Come on, love and light. Have a good night. Yay, yay. Okay. We're all the same, honey. Okay, come on, honey. Come on, JT Funny. You feeling it, honey? Come on. You're feeling it. You're feeling it, honey. You're feeling those teas. It's so funny too because I seen actually Juliana brought this up today where they were saying that Queen Cleopatra was a white woman and they showed her as this pale woman. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, like, can you show me in Egypt? Nowadays they might have some light people because they have houses now. I couldn't imagine someone being that pale in the desert. I couldn't imagine nobody being that pale in nobody's desert. I just want CNN and I want all these places to just, because and it's like what Cleopatra? It's like Marie Laveau. What Marie Laveau are you talking about? Because it's like I guess people don't read, don't do their research. I guess they just say, well, they have to be Phoenician. I guess the Phoenicians had to be. So then you're like, oh, this is where the Vikings stuff come from, the Scandinavian people. This is where the Viking story come down because they have people assuming that there was and I don't want to say it like this. They have people assuming that there was a white class of Egyptians and there was a black class of Egyptians. And if that was true, maybe that's why the idea of Vikings, uh, were certain type of people. I don't know. I think that history is written by victorious. Everyone say that, and I think there's a lot of twisting stories up in a lot of that because even going into culture nowadays, they still steal culture from certain types of people, and that goes into music. It goes into um, you know uh, you know, the phonetics of things and even the root of words. If you look up the where certain words come from and the roots of those words, you would say, well, that language is connected to that language, and what is that language connected to? And then you ultimately come back to a native tongue of the motherland, ultimately. But like I said, I'm just pro right. I'm not pro anything but pro right, honey. And let me go, honey. Hello. Thank you, honey. Listen. I have a lot of thinking, honey. Listen, this is girl. I'm saying, look at me right now. I'm supposed to be going to bed, honey. Look, I'm supposed to be getting off here. This mind is always, I sit there and I just be thinking to myself like that is really crazy, and even going into just a whole bunch of stuff like if there was, and I'm going to be done with this. If there was a high classification of people who knew everything, and a certain group of people got a little jealous of that group of people, right? After certain things happen to cause those people to fall from power, I'm not saying a race of people, I'm saying a culture of people. If that culture of people started to fall, or they did fall, and they fell because the hater or the culture group of haters came in to mess that up, wouldn't they, after that happened, wouldn't the hater make it seem like they're in the right and that culture was in the wrong? Like, why wouldn't they do that? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I'm asking that right, but like, why wouldn't they make it seem like their culture was right from the beginning and that other culture was wrong, when in reality, we know what it really is? So, like I said before, and I said, not going too much into like try to cut on anything or anyone's culture, but I'm just saying, the Egyptians had it right. And whether they were copper tone, they were oil based, it doesn't matter. They had it right. And a lot of people went in just like they do nowadays. They go to cultures, they go to Hades, they go to other places, and they get information and they come and they distribute it to other people. And then the people that got the watered down information say that they're correct because they read it from an author who claimed to have been in that country for 30 years. But the person who's from that country, who was bred in that culture, whose family come from that soil, come forward and say something. They go, well, that can't be true because this lady said it was true. But it's like, that lady didn't live there. That lady learned something from someone and she watered it down. She made it on. And that's what happened with a lot of spiritual cultures, especially in America, is it's so watered down. You got people that never left this country, don't know nobody from out of this country, and they were swiping down that they know everything. They're always right because I got it. And it's like, but so wait, you're right, but what you learn is come from that culture, and those people say it's something totally different. So am I going to believe the second hand or the first hand? Am I going to copy the original or copy the duplicate? Am I going to be a duplicate of the duplicate or duplicate of the damn original? So going into the gym, like I said before, there's a lot of stuff that was real, that was powerful. Of course, people started to take over power, and I think when the Bible it talks about, you know, uh, some of those prophets going into Egypt and testing Egypt, because I think that's when the haters tried to take over and they started to do certain things, and that's just all I'm going to say. And things started to happen, and nowadays you got people saying that, oh my God, they're all satanic. You see Beyonce throwing up the diamond over her eye. Oh my gosh, she got to be satanic. Oh my God, they have those esoteric numbers written on them. Oh my God, those are hieroglyphics. They're paying homage to these demonic deities like Isis. And it's just like, what? It's like, what causes something to wake up in you? Because to be honest with you, that's why Adam and Eve was kicked out of the Garden of Eden, and Eve had her menstrual cycle according to the scriptures, because they gained knowledge, in that knowledge whooped their ass. So when did you get this knowledge to know that it's not right to worship the sun? Because you do go to church on a Sunday. The Egyptians were sun worshippers. You are too. You still is. Because if you're not a sun worshiper, then work at night. Go outside and hang out at nighttime then. The things you do in the daytime, do at night. Huh? If you're not a sun worshiper, then why does the sun release certain enzymes in your body, including the most important one, vitamin D? Because when you have a deficiency of vitamin D, everything in your body break down, including your damn kidneys. That's why Black people suffer from kidney problems more than any other person out there, because the darker skin cannot absorb that vitamin D. Can we talk about it? There's a different process that take place, but because things have been depleted out of the sky, and things have been depleted out of the systems that we put into our body, it blocks, including the toxic food you put in your body. It blocks those enzymes from being released, and that's what happens. Your body cannot function. Going into the language of Ebonics. Don't get me started about the linguistics of how people speak. And people say Ebonics. That's cute. That's a cute thing. Who taught you that? Who taught you how to slang your words and to not pronounce the E correctly and the G correctly and the K correctly? And then you wonder why your system is messed up. Yeah, it's what you're doing though. Anyway, just something to think about, honey. 6 North Kings, 6 bloodlines. Come on, honey. Yes. Right. Yes. That's true. You said it right, Tasha. Just like Hebrew. Hebrew is read from here to there, not from here to there. Here, here. Everything is reversed, though. Everything's reversed. Scripture talks about everything being reversed. Going into the New Age movement, people talk about New World Order. Every time something starts new, it's New World Order. The New World Order is just going to be our current state of being ending. Even in the book of Revelations, or when they talk about the world ending, the world is not going to end. The world is going to end as we know it. We're evolving. We have to evolve. And that's why things are happening so quickly. But they're saying, oh, the world is in, the world's in it. No, all this stuff has to come into pass in order for us to be a type 1 civilization and not a 0. We should actually probably be at 3 by now. And if you don't know what I mean, do your research. We're here. We should be here. Let's not get into that. So, like I said before, it is what it is. That's why things are happening so quickly, and people are dividing. They're wanting to combine, the spirit and flesh together, and that's what happened in ancient Hinduism. They divided the quality of, and even going into Adam and Eve, how they said that Adam was an intersex being, and they separated. Adam and Eve was actually separation of both sex. Like I said, I don't want to get too much into that, but either way, it's separating the spirit from the flesh. But nowadays, you got spirituals saying that the spirit and flesh is the same damn thing. That if you are a gay male in physical manifestation, that you are going to hell by spirit. And it's like, what? If you are a spiritually inclined person and you were born male and you present yourself as female, you are mentally ill. And it's like, do you not understand that the spirit and the flesh are two separate things? And the spirit will come in and experience the life as a gang member. I was going to say gang banger, or experience the life of a Black woman to gain some type of insight for their own spiritual growth. Do you not know that? It doesn't mean that spirit is a Black woman. It doesn't mean that spirit is a gay man. It manifested as a gay man. That's not what that means. But if you anything about ancient thing, that's what I said, you got to separate the new age spiritual people from the old age or the ancient age. People honored diversity. People honored, androgyny, including the ancient Egypt. You can't steal tarot cards and reading crystal balls and divination and looking into the sky, knowing the stars from a culture, but then say, well, I don't resonate with a feminine acting man or a man who puts on woman wigs and makeup. That's not an insult at all. I'm insulted by your ignorance, but I'm not insulted by what you are saying, because you know anything about the ancient Egyptians and the Zoroastrians, you will know already about why people are here the way they're here, including transgenders and the effeminate male and the masculine female. But you know nothing about that because you don't do your research. You don't care about that. You just want to borrow shit. You want to culture appropriate. And I said before, no tea, no shade. And you over here don't even fuck about the LGBT community, but you using our damn lingo. You're using our damn linguistics, and you don't give a fuck about us. And you want to sit here and try to, you faggot. I'm not insulted by that at all. I'm insulted about how you're using my shit, though. That's what I'm insulted with. I'm insulted that you're stealing my culture and trying to slap me with my own damn culture. That's what I'm offended by. So learn something. Do your research. Stop listening to, well, I'm just going to look at YouTube videos. Somebody who never left the country, somebody who never left outside the community. Yeah, some of these people never even left outside the damn community. And they're talking about something that I'm spiritually powerful. You never left outside your damn community, sis. How the hell you out here powerful? You never left outside your damn community. You never visited you've never visited outside of your damn area. Anyway, let me go. Said my mouth is gonna overload. Let me go, honey. Come on. Come on. That's right. Come on, honey. Come on. Yes, come on. There are people called credit tees and albinos who did live and work at night. We call them lunatics. Lunatics. It's lunatics, Tasha. You. Woo! Come on. Come on, Tasha. See, there's a lot of hidden human history that people don't talk about. And that's why they say the more you think to know, the more you don't know. The more you think you know, the more you don't know. because there's so much out there that you could not even begin to grasp. Like infinity, the word infinity to me, who can grasp that concept? Something that's infinite. Like when I first heard the word infinite, I was probably 14 years old, and I remember. And when I was like, "What does infinite means?" And I had a cousin, honey, smarter as heck, and he got influenced by the wrong people. He just actually got out of prison too, like a few weeks ago. But he said it's something, it just goes on and on and on. There's no stopping, there's no end to that. And I said, so what about when you die? And he's like, that's infinite. And I said here, I kid you not, I sat down for probably a good week and I kept thinking, death is infinite. Oh my God. You being dead in the ground forever? Oh my God. Forever, ever, 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 ever. And I just thought about that. Like over and over. I was seeing just this darkness forever. And I thought that is freaking depressing to think about. That is depressing to think about. And honestly, I think that's the kind of led to I think that's what led to my depression. Honestly, one thing that led to my depression, because that's around the time where I was, like I said, I was diagnosed with depression. I think that's one of the things that triggered it because I thought to myself, you being dead forever and it never exists. Because you you incarnate, your energy goes somewhere, but you the person won't exist no more. Like you won't be this person when you do pass on. So I was just thinking like, wow, that's just, it's crazy thinking about that. But infinite is really, you can't comprehend that. And everything, like nobody knows everything. No matter how smart, no matter how many books you read, no matter how many people you met, you don't know everything. You haven't experienced everything because you did, you wouldn't be here. There'll be no point in you coming down here to experience things. You would have stayed whatever the hell you came from, or however you were invented. You would have stayed doing that. You wouldn't have said, "Yeah, let me go down to the earth and mingle with these losers." So there's a lot out there that they don't want us to know. And I was even talking about somebody today about reversing, how everything is reversed, and I'll save that. I said it, I'll save that, y'all, because we got a lot to talk about. I'll say that for some other time. We got a lot to talk about. I don't want to say that with all that like that. So let me get them out of here. Y'all, I gotta go in here, honey. My food is cold as hell. I'm gonna have to rewarm it up. Thanks to y'all. It was nice sitting here. Um, it's nice for and creatine. You got creatine too, don't you? Creatine, you know what creatine is? You know what creatine is. You know what creatine is. You know what creatine is. I need you to look up what creatine is. Yes. Yes. Come on. Come on. Mm. Listen, don't talk about Zeus being a crazy god. Zeus rules over Jupiter. Come on. Thursday is in honor of Zeus. And they say Thor. Okay, that's fine. So it's like Elder Horus and Little Horus, which we're going to get into that too eventually. What these deities symbolizes on your body. What these deities symbolize. People don't understand that each chakra relates to it relates to your endocrine system, hormone releasing organs, if you don't know what that is. And each chakra or each deity relates to each chakra. So that's why I say spirituality and sexuality, there's a thin line between that. People that are claiming to be spiritually inclined, but they're uncomfortable with their body, they're uncomfortable with expressing their sexuality, there's something not right there. And that's all I'm going to say. There's a very thin line between spirituality and sexuality. That's why when they shut down your spiritual side, also known as the feminine side, and patriarchal came in, they start teaching you dogmatic, they start teaching you strategies to lie, cheat, and steal. Things started changing. They started making things illegal. They started teaching people that's not right, that's not right. So you have people that are operating right on the right side of their brain, the logic, the masculine side, and they're trying to act like they entertain the feminine side, which is magic, which is emotion, which is science, because science is not patriarchal. That's not, no, no. Music, art. Art is not patriarchal. ritual magic is not patriarchal. That is matriarchal. As I said the other day, and like I said before, that was their whole purpose. So everything that was matriarchal, they had to shut down. And one of the things that were considered matriarchal was open of freedom to express your sexuality, freedom to express your gender. There was no, oh, you gay, oh, you straight. No, you had passive and you had active. You better do your research on that. But when the patriarchal came in and shut down that matriarchal energy, then it was like, oh, that's gay. That's an abomination. That's not right. God frowns down on that. He doesn't like that. Who don't like that? Who is he? When do we start speaking of God and as a person, place, and thing? Okay, what? Because spirit is genderless. So you perceiving God as a man, I already told right there, you already hateful of the matriarch. And I already said this too. People who hate feminine energy really hate effeminate men. And they really hate transgender women. Because in their mind, that's a man that's acting like a woman. And it disgusses them. You don't like that. That's what they want. That's what patriarchal want when they step in. They don't want women to honor themselves. Going into why they say the period is nasty. A woman being on her period is not clean. That's a patriarchal thing. Oh, period is beautiful, honey. Without that, honey, there'll be a lot of stuff going on with your body. And a lot of you wouldn't be here right now if there was no bleeding out of that uterus. But we won't even talk about how people defile themselves with just letting everybody all up inside them, honey. We won't even talk about that. Why sex is supposed to be sacred. Now, when it comes to, the anal cavity, who cares? You know, but when it comes to the vaginal, honey, you're supposed to be very cautious with that. But, shooting everything up here, then you wonder why everything's thrown off. My uterus, something is wrong with my uterus. I think I got uterine cancer. My pH is off. I got a yeast infection. I got candida down there. Ooh, I noticed I'm getting cramps in my back. And, ooh, yeah. And it's like, you ain't celibate, is you? And you don't even got to tell me that because you celibate, you wouldn't have those problems, girl. And if you had it with only one man that had only one woman, see, that's another way that you know if your man is cheating on you too. Your pH balance will be off. But like I said, I'm not here to educate you on that. I'll let these women out here who have a uterus, a yoni, who says they're spiritualists, tell you about the art of the yoni and how to know if your man is sticking his lingam in somebody else's yoni. Because I doubt they could tell you that. I doubt they even got that. I doubt they got that. I doubt they have that information. I doubt it. I mean, I really do. I doubt it, honey. Irritation down there. You only having it with one man, and all of a sudden you're having problems. Yeah, he giving it to somebody else, girl. And some think the condom is going to stop that too. It doesn't. Saliva still gets down. That saliva still is going to drip down into that scrotum, honey. Do you know what energy is in that scrotum? Hello? Yeah. Yeah. Hello? Same thing with me too. Well, I didn't have intercourse. I just let him, give something to me. That is saliva. Do you wonder why you itching and stuff down there? There's an odor you can't get rid of course. Let me back it on up. Anyway, love and light, peace and blessings. Do your research. Yes, honey. Knowledge is power. Power is light. One thing they can't take away from you is everything that you learn. Feed that brain, honey. Your brain loves to be fed. If you get tired of learning, like the Bible, I used to read the Bible and I would, and they'll be like, girl, and I'm like, I know, I don't know why I get so tired of church. And I tell people, I figured out you get tired about listening to the pastor preach because they lying. They about some bull crap. That's how you get tired. You got this man reading and trying to interpret shit the way he wants you to interpret. And your body is like, what. So that's why you getting tired of shit. And people like, I don't get tired in church, pastor. Go on ahead. Because you're a sheeple. You come and give your last dollar to your pastor. What I look like only having $2 to my name. And I wish you would send me a letter saying, we noticed, Sister Mystic, that you've been in the church, but you haven't given no tithes and offerings since December. Excuse me? Excuse me, Pastor? What? Excuse me? I'm working at McDonald's and you talking about giving you some damn tithes and offering? What the church? What? You got church at my damn house, Pastor. Let me go. Let me go. I gotta go. I gotta go, honey, because y'all gonna have the Christian people coming after me. And listen, uh, yes, come on, Tasha. Ancient Greeks were not white. No, they were not white, honey. Also, look up prehistoric lakes and in you'll see how the different ice ages affected certain climates, which affected certain cultures of people, and you will see how things does not match up. There's another thing I want to talk about too, how California used to be an island. Shout out to Queen Califas, La Reina Califas. Let me go. Gotta go, y'all. Love and light, honey. Peace and blessings. Happy Moon Day. Yes, today is Moon Day. Can we give a little bit of spiritual insight before we go about Moon Day? Shout out to the Witch's Date book. Thank you, River Wolf. Adrian River bought this for me, honey. Yes, honey. I love this book, honey. Even after the dates are gone, I'm still going to be using this book. Oh, they got some tip in here. So today is today was the color orange. Should have been wearing orange today. The moon entered into Scorpio at 3:11 a.m. during the witching's hour, and the full moon was at 9 p.m. Pacific Eastern Standard Time. But the 30th, you're gonna wear the color gray, and at 10:56 p.m. the moon moves into something. Oh my God, is that Sagittarius? Oh shit, we got Sagittarius energy, and we're gonna have Scorpion energy on Tuesday. Oh girl, and you got Mars right now. What does it say? Mars is in Scorpio. Girl, the freaks are gonna be coming out. We got Sagittarius all the way up until Thursday. We got Sagittarius energy all the way up until Thursday, girl. Well, happy Beltane to y'all. Beltane is on Tuesday. What y'all doing on Tuesday? Mm. Mm. Sagittarius energy and Scorpion energy. And you got that Mars energy going on. Miss Thing. Y'all better put on some chastity belts, ladies. Ladies, listen. Let me go. I do think Queen Khalifa. I want to know about Califia. I do think that Queen Califia was real. Have you looked up the Native Americans in California, the ancient Native Americans of California? Not all, because there was many tribes here. In my area, you had the Miwok or the Muwok tribe. But and they were like in a barrier too. But have you you'd be surprised. Yes, they were black. Going into the caves too. There was water. See, I'll save that because I don't want to put too much out there. I want to do this video for Feed Your Mind with positive. We got a lot of more videos, a lot of more time to talk about some more stuff. Okay, maybe you guys could refresh my memory because y'all remember a lot of stuff. Refresh my memory down the line. Hey, just in case I forget about what I'm gonna talk about, like this. There's a lot of tea about these lands that we don't know about and they don't teach about. They don't talk about it. They don't talk about these things. And you might actually start to remember some things. It's not a coincidence that people are in California or you were born in California or you've lived here for the majority of your life, there's not a coincidence of that. Same thing going into like other states, Texas, going into Maryland, going into Florida. Like all these states have history, and there's a reason why you're there. There's a reason how you migrated there. Energy is drawn to energy. So even if you say, well, my ancestor was brought here, but there's a reason for that, because the ship could have not started at all. The water currents could have took your ship back around and came back around to where you started from. Let's talk about it. They didn't know that the currents of the water was going to go from that part to that part to take you up to there. They didn't know that. And at a certain period of time, you had like the Bering Strait and certain things that stop, the wind and blow a certain way. So it's like, girl, bye. Why at that certain time your ancestors was brought to a certain part of the world? And like I said, I don't believe that story. I don't think the people in America came from Africa. I don't know. No, I don't. I'm not. No, I'm not believing that. Especially we know about tornadoes and stuff. So tornadoes didn't happen back then. They never had tornadoes until after slavery. Anyway, we'll go ahead. You do want to claim because that's where you're from, honey. Hello. Anyway, y'all, let me go, y'all. Love and lights. Yes, honey. Where's Little Mer when I need him to talk about some? Now she must go in peace. Come on, Little Mer. Listen, love and light, y'all. And I will see y'all in the next video. Happy Lunar's Day. And shout out to those of you, or the full moon. Shout out to those of you who joined the full moon ritual, honey. I will be getting back to you no later than Tuesday. Okay. Bye for now.